Good day, everyone. How are we doing today? I was running late again today. hmm All right. Man, yesterday was a wild one, wasn't it? It was a wild one yesterday. Lord have mercy. Let me see. I see. Let me see. Did he lick his wounds? What up, Orthodox guy? You all right, man? I want to make sure you okay. Good day to you. Otis who? Good day, sir. What up, Davy Dix? Yeah. I'm running late again, goddamn. I ain't even put a goddamn title yet. Okay. All right. So now we have a title. Um, I did write a description last night. So hold on. Because you know what I mean. I like to be thorough with what I'm doing. God damn it. I don't like to just be willy-nilly out here before I start the damn show. But I didn't want to be too goddamn late at the same time. And don't worry, we're gonna open up the panel again today. Make sure we all look good and having our full thoughts out there. You hear me? I think it was wild. They got a little crazy. Maybe today we could be a little bit more calm, getting our points out without gaslighting and BS. Because god damn, it was some BS said yesterday. And I don't know why people are just being stupid on purpose. Doesn't make no sense. Just seem like you have some decent intelligence, but you choose not to use them. And I want to know why. Why do you choose not to use your common sense? God damn it. What's the issue with using common sense? Mm? Like, what is so difficult about having common sense? What is so difficult about being honest about a situation? Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Cause I be fighting for my life for some goddamn lights. I'll be doing my damn thing, having an awesome monologue, talking to the good folks. And welcome to the Wildest Wake Up Show. My name is Sharon Bracy, and every single day I rebel against remedial rhetoric, and today is no different. The crushed linen, by the way. Ooh, this feels good. And and we challenge each other's thoughts, and we want to make sure you're not just regurgitating information that you heard from elsewhere, because that is tending to happen a lot. It's just a regurgitation. And you could tell it's a regurgitation because as you peel back the onion and you turn this into a crop, as you see that they cannot substantiate their point. Not even a little bit. Don't worry, Davy Dix. I'm gonna teach you how to tie a bow tie. Don't worry, I got you. It's not that hard. Good day, Freedom. No, this is a linen shirt. So actually, even after you iron it, it is fully ironed. This is what linen does. It gets nice and ring. That's the look I was going for. Nice and crushed in. So when you put any kind of emphasis on it, see that? It goes right away. So that's what crushed linen does. You feel me? That's how so yeah. Is that it's nice and warm, it's humid, it's rainy out here. So this feels good. You can get that nice breeze through your chest. It feels good. Damn, like 10 years ago? That's right. Oh, there's no goddamn clips. I wonder, did we learn anything from yesterday? Yeah, it's raining everywhere. And Bubba said he loves being called. Why does that turn you on, Bubba? What is it about being in conflict and being called racial slurs makes you feel good about yourself? What is that? And what does that mean? Why would that make you feel good? That's all. I got a lot of questions for that, Bubba. And really, in reality, we all just want to get along. Goddamn. Like, we just want to make our own money and not get harassed as a human being. Thank you, Young. I appreciate that. I believe so. I did, Miss Jalen. I don't think I missed it. I think I said everything. I said all the stuff in the beginning that usually I think about. And I was really confused yesterday. I'm not sure if I learned anything. Well, I did learn some things. I'm not gonna lie. I learned that all we got is us, and we got to be careful because things is getting wild. It really is. Welcome to America, the remix. It really is. This is America, the remix, where racism isn't just alive and well. It is got a primetime slot and a sponsorship deal. That is what's going on in America right now. Like, did y'all see lately? Again, I don't know what it is, but Megyn Kelly now. Let's talk about Megyn Kelly now. The woman who once said Santa is white like it was a scientific fact. The woman who defended blackface on national television like she was giving a TED talk. How to be racist without even trying. And now, that was the name of her TED talk. How to be racist without even trying. It's crazy. And now she's out here mocking black colleges, like she's auditioning for a goddamn role in a 1950s segregation documentary. This is crazy to me. I just don't understand it, to be honest. Where is that? Babe, you're gonna have to. Hey, I was thinking about having a conversation about it, and I really wasn't sure how to approach it yet. Because I don't know what's everybody's I don't know. I mean, this is Foolery Friday, so we could put it, babe. You could add that into the thumbnail. Yeah. All right. Maybe she could add it. Maybe we can add that into the conversation as well. We could talk about that. Yeah, you like it, don't you? Uh-huh. Pink, you love it. Damn, so maybe Pink said what? Anton and LaPeople going in on it. Maybe we should talk about that because that's a little bit easier to have a conversation about, huh? Mm-hmm. I could just do a review on whatever the hell they was talking about. I don't know how you calling it a mammy statue. I need to go down there and check it out. I need to go down there and look at the statue my goddamn self. Davy Dix, hey, that's right. All right, so I'm gonna have to write a quick description about how we're gonna talk about that as well. I mean, it's Foolery Friday. We be having topics about every goddamn thing. But I was just like, it was just so amazing how like so many other Lilly Gaddises, the way how she got her goddamn 15 minutes of fame the first time. I completely forgot what this white woman was. I forgot she was the white woman that was saying the N-word in the first place, that got me in trouble in the first place. Because that's what made because I was talking about Lilly Gaddises and Grace Thorpe, and I was having a conversation and Grace hit the channel and she wanted to use the N-word freely. And I was trying to figure out why she feels so comfortable saying that word in the public. Last year, I forgot Lilly Gaddises, the self-proclaimed trad wife influencer. She was one of the original people, one of the original white folks that was on this goddamn TikTok when TikTok was lit, that she was saying, yeah, you are broke N-word. But she recently went on PS Morgan show, right? Straight up said she supports hate speech because she's white. No hesitation, no shame, just full-blown racism with a side of influencer branding, right? Because it's a part of her brand now. White woman saying the N-word on a day-to-day basis. What's up, Dimples? So what's up, Tootie Bug? I completely forgot that Lilly Gaddises was the lady that I had a show about a year ago when she said, nobody want to marry y'all broke N-words anyway. What you mean, Lauren? Why you mad at Dusty? Shout out to where's my damn cursor? All right. Oh, what's up, MJ? Shout out to the powder Dusty. I appreciate you. To the bug, don't you worry about it. You in safe hands, god damn it. Just make sure you say my name right. Goddamn, Simon. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Huh? Shout out to the powder Dusty. And so, Lilly Gaddises, she is now full-blown racist with a side of Brandon. Now, here's the real question. Why is this acceptable? Why are people cheering for this nonsense? Why is racism not just tolerated, but it is rewarded today? Why is that going on? I need those questions. Why is this acceptable? Can somebody please write in the chat? Why is this acceptable? Why are people cheering for this nonsense? And by donating, why is racism not just tolerated, but it is rewarded? Why is this thing going on? Please hit that like and the share button. Thank you so much, the powder Dusty. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Jim Crow laws question is designed to keep black people in their place. Redlining. Oh, make sure black families couldn't build wealth. Oh, the war on drugs turned black communities into prisons instead of goddamn neighborhoods. And now we got GoFundMe campaigns raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for white women who get caught being racist. This is insane. But here's where it gets really wild. You think Donald Trump should be the one, in my opinion, Donald Trump should be the one to calm the nation down. Don't you think? He the one that calls all this goddamn emotion out of us. Ain't that right, Angry Casper? Don't worry. I'll drop the link soon so this way we can have a conversation about it, God damn it. That is very true. Make sure y'all hitting that like and that share button. I really appreciate it. I think Donald Trump he need to speak up and say something about all of these things that's going on. I mean, even with this young man, Nichols. What's his name? Afro nerd. The 5 cops just recently got off of deleting this young kid. Oh, man. What's up, Irv? Good day. Yeah, you can ask questions, Irv. We are very intuitive. We are not echo chamber. People are allowed to say things. Make sure you're not saying nothing as derogatory towards anybody, and we are good. As long as it's just questions and we're trying to really communicate with each other, have understanding about what we're talking about, it is all good. Ask away. Tyree Nichols, thank you. I appreciate that. Shiesty, you want some bean pie, Shiesty? Shout out to Miss Mandy. Thank you. Dear woke Christian. I appreciate that. Y'all trying to cook me in the chat. All right, let me just stop. Don't look at the goddamn chat. Y'all trying to distract me, goddamn it. I think Donald Trump should be the one to calm the nation down. The same Donald Trump who said very fine people on both sides when the Nazis was marching in Charlottesville. The same Trump who called black athletes sons of bees for kneeling against police brutality. The same Trump who pushed anti-DEI policy because he thinks white people are the real victims. That's who I think needs to be out there talking to the people. I get it. We want leadership, right? We need someone to step up and say enough is enough. But I know one thing, Trump ain't that guy. He's never been that guy. But guess what? Majority of the country voted for him. So we need him to be that guy. Because we really need to fix race relations. We need to stop pretending that people who profit from division are suddenly going to become peacemakers. We see the people that keep on trying to split and divide everybody. We need real conversations, real accountability, and most importantly, we need to protect children because one thing for sure with this case, nobody should be talking to a goddamn 5-year-old kid of any situation the way how this lady was talking to him. Racism is not just tolerated, it's trending is the problem. Simon, what the hell you talking about? Leroy Jenkins, you know you love this time. That's what I'm saying. No, Don. God damn. A person, I guess when I was wearing all black all the time, they had an issue. Damn, you got the same shirt on. I dress up properly. Now they saying I'm some kind of goddamn bean pie seller person. Like that's supposed to be an insult, I guess. I don't know. Good day, Queen Sheba. Oh, man. But I dropped the link for you. Anybody that disagrees, we could talk about whatever you want. This is Foolery Friday. And we get to have an open discussion. Anybody that disagrees with me, let's have the conversation. Let me see what Earth is saying. Let's see. I like Trump. Do you think Trump is a racist? Yes. If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer me if you don't feel like it or want to. Yes. He's absolutely that because that's what he demonstrates on a day-to-day basis. I don't need somebody to physically tell me that, yes, I am this for me to understand what I'm looking at and listening to. Welcome to the show, Afro Nerd. Good day, sir. How you doing today?
Happy Friday, brother. What's up?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Wow. Where should we begin? Okay, so I do want to talk about that statue for a hot second. The statue that's in Times Square right now, because it is making the rounds. It's kind of trending. I sent you a link. Well, I could put it in the back. It's a from the Griot. Okay, I just sent you the link. I don't think you'll get gig for that because it's not a video. It's just a picture of the statue. So it's a woman, an obese black woman with her hands on her hips. That's what she is. That's how she's being described. I have eyes to see what I see, but that's how she's being described in the article as. Purposely. She is on purpose looking a certain way because the artist, Thomas Price, I believe, he does this kind of stuff where he's trying to portray marginalized people. What's up?
No, goddamn children.
Okay. No, I get it.
My grown daughter, she's doing
the most. It's all right. It's Friday, man.
Sometimes it be that way, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to gather back my thoughts because she does. All right. Shout out to the Cash App. It said TGIF. Have a great day. Thank you so much. And you know when we get a super chat over a certain amount of money, we get to have a Thank you so much.
I'm gonna be quiet. If I say too much, this whole Afro brand will crumble. You lie.
But I think the statue is. So what did do we know what the actual artist said about the statue? What is his idea when he represents the statue? Because I know he said some kind of words. Do you know by any chance?
I think the link I sent you, there's an Instagram posting, right? But from what I heard, from what people said, he said was that he is trying to actively promote marginalized people. Like that's the theme of his work. So he's done other statues along this theme where it's of regular people or who he perceives to be regular people. So he's trying to say that this is a typical Black woman, just living her life. So it's a moment in time. It's a moment in time. That is what he's trying to portray. I think it's a bad look.
So now, so let's get into it. Why do you think it's a bad look? Because I actually do not think it's a bad look. I think it's represent the more of the normal working mom that doesn't have the money to go to the gym because she have her 2 children. She's taking care of her partner at home. She's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing a lot of things. And so I think that's who he was trying to represent, not the full-figured, voluptuous woman that we tend to have a vision and picture in our mind of.
Okay, the issue with me on this, and I think a lot of other people, is Black people and Black imagery are consistently pushed in kind of a downward position.
Damn.
We're constantly being positioned this way. I'll give you an example. A few years ago at the University of Mississippi, Ole Miss, Mississippi, we know what that's about, right? They have consistently have had white homecoming queens. So the Black student body was saying, hey, when are we going to have a Black homecoming queen? So Ole Miss conceded to having a Black homecoming queen. Guess what she looked like?
What?
Morbidly obese Black woman. And people were happy about that. Now, the homecoming queen thing is about a kind of beauty standard. Now, the white women that have consistently been given that position looked a certain way. Mm-hmm. They looked a certain way. Now, that's to say, like, how do you do that when we know clearly there are Megan Good style women on that campus, but you go when it's time for the Black person, you go somewhere else with it. You see, that's a problem. So it's consistent, and it really was white people trolling Black people. It's like, okay, here's your homecoming queen, and there was a certain segment of Black people that didn't see what was going on, and even though this is a Black person who is the artist,
right? Here
we go again with positioning Black imagery in a downward position. I think he said that he's likening this to Michelangelo's David.
Okay.
But Michelangelo, that statue is like a specimen. He's a muscular guy. Right? Okay. The statue was supposed to be aspirational and inspirational. So this could have been FloJo. You know what? They could have done Esther Roll. Esther Roll would have still given that same kind of energy about a working woman, but it would have been connected to the iconography of good times.
Okay.
There's different ways of going about this, but just a Family Dollar woman, Family Dollar Trikisha, I'm not feeling it.
All right, hold on. Let me walk in. So, Billy Wayne, good day, Billy Wayne. Thank you for being on camera. What's going on with you? What's your thoughts so far?
Man, am I live or what?
Yes, you are live.
I don't know if I'm live. Am I live?
This is my first time here, so I wanted to talk to you before I bring you up on the main stage.
I don't think we're live. I don't think I'm live. Am I live or not?
Yes, you are live, Billy. Everybody can hear you. I can see you. Thank you for being on camera. You are live.
Okay. So yeah. Hello. How are you?
I'm doing well, Billy. What's your thoughts? Did you see the statue in Times Square?
Man, if I saw it, I would definitely recommend. But yeah, like I love Town Square, man. Times Squares,
do you want to add to the conversation, Billy?
Man, I just want to listen. Can I listen a little bit?
Okay,
fine.
All right, I got you, Billy. All right, you just want to hang out for a little?
Yeah, I want to hang out and listen, if you don't mind, so I can hear the conversation.
Okay, Billy.
Okay, sorry about that. I am so sorry. I've got to get another beer. Let me get another beer.
You have to?
I don't have to, but I want to. Okay.
I think he wants to taste.
I hope that's not
bubbly.
a problem. I hope
Bubbly
that's
boo.
not a problem. I hope it's not a problem because the reason is, listen to me. The Lord Jesus Christ never said a beer is a problem.
Okay.
Only the soul is the problem.
Yeah. Okay, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I'm gonna just put you on mute while you open up your beer and you drink your beer.
Oh shit! Oh my god! That motherfucker!
All right.
Wow. Man. Starting early.
It's the Wildest Wake Up Show. I mean, like, so.
The statue.
So I believe that the woman, she didn't look that crazy to me. I don't see it was a bad black image to show a normal working style type of human being. I think a lot of people in their older ages, they tend to have that kind of boxy shape, especially after they have children. So I don't really think it had anything to do with a negative image of black women, because he was trying to speak towards a certain demographic of black women. And I think we got to be careful sometimes when we just say, hey, this image is a negative image of a black woman. I don't think it's a negative image.
It's not aspirational or inspirational. It just exists. And I think black folks especially are where we are right now, in the wake of a black presidency, a black vice presidency, senators, governors. We've accomplished so many things, and yet there's this desire to constantly put us in a downward position. Why aren't we going upward? We have black astronauts, man. I mean, we have things to really pop our collar about, and now there's this need to always put us in this kind of downward position. Why do we have to be regular? We can be spectacular. We have Avengers, Black Captain Americas. Let's keep it 1,000. We got Black Panther. We got all kinds of stuff going on. I'm going to the nerd stuff. They could have put a picture of Storm. They could have put a Storm there. If you want to put someone fictional. But matter of fact, Rosie the Riveter, the famous imagery in World War II. It's a woman, white woman with her handkerchief, and she's got her arm, just forgot what she said, but it's a famous poster of a working woman when the men were going to war. Rosie Riveters were women that were left back in factories doing what would be perceived as masculine work. They were in the factories while the men were at war, and the tagline was Rosie the Riveter. Come on, man.
I don't see nothing wrong with that picture. That's a beautiful black woman.
Flojo. You can't go with Flojo.
But I don't think she would. So the thing is that I don't think she would represent a marginalized person, if that's what he was going for.
Even look, as I said,
we gotta remember what he was going for. Flojo is a representation of an athlete.
Philadelphia made a statue of Rocky, right, to represent like the working class struggle. If we were going to do something that was analogous to that, like I said, they could have had Florida Evans.
So my problem is this: you don't think that she looks like an everyday woman going to work that we see on the train, like that's what she looks like. And not necessarily a Black American woman, right? It's just a woman that's going to work early in the morning. This is what they tend to look like.
You make a fair point. My only concern is how many statues are like that? Like, what is the purpose of a statue? Like, most statues are to represent some kind of iconography. Like, oh, it's meant to be inspiring. The purpose of a statue. So not why is it our turn? We're going to keep you regular. We're going to keep you. Well, she represents the everyday person. And again, Rosie the Riveter also represented an everyday working woman in a factory, but that was still iconic next to it. There's no iconography attached to this morbidly obese woman. She's not
obese. That is absolutely out of character. She is not morbidly obese.
Billy, you got your beer goggles on right now. I got my vision has been corrected.
I'm looking at the statue. She is not like morbidly obese. She's not. I'm looking at her.
Bro, on the statue, her booby's small because her belly taking up space. It's crazy.
Okay, well, she's got big thighs. She's got big thighs. She's got a big ass. Whatever, man. But you know what? You know what?
All right, hold on, Billy. Hold on one second.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Billy. I like where you're going, Billy. I want to build on that, Billy. I'm not trying to silence you, Billy. Just give you a second. So the problem is that she's not. I don't know.
Inspirational, man. She's not inspirational.
But the statue wasn't designed to be inspirational.
But most statues are. That's what I'm saying.
So Statue of Liberty was inspiration?
Yeah.
What was
breaking the chains of slavery, shit like that. Yeah.
But that's not what it was designed for. It was designed to remind us of slavery, not to break the chains of slavery.
I'm saying, like, we know that how they say it used to have the chains and shit, right?
They put the broken chains later because they didn't want to keep the understanding that we were slaves over here in America. Mm-hmm. So they put the chains at her feet to make it so-called, and then now Black folks is running with this whole whitewash idea that is supposed to represent the broken chains of slavery, where it does not have anything to do with that. It's actually because they wanted to forget about them enslaving Black folks in this country. That's why they did that. So again,
I don't know about all that.
It doesn't matter if you don't know about it. I just gave you a goddamn fact.
No, I'm saying I see you saying it, but we know for facts the French people have never really supported slavery, and they also have made their own comments about how it was a Black woman because it was represented. Now, you're right. I don't know what's going on in the middle, but I don't want to say it's whitewashed to be like they wanted us to forget slavery, because the French people definitely didn't. They wouldn't have made a whole statue about a Black woman.
Right, because we talking about two different things, right? You talking about what the French designed the statue to be, and now I'm talking about what the Statue of Liberty is today.
Oh yeah, no, what is portrayed as, I'll take that maybe, but I'm just pointing out, like, you were saying, what the statue was made for. It was made for a certain type of message. They may have gave us a different one.
And KT, the message was so we won't forget slavery.
Yeah.
For sure.
Here's the thing, man. You know what? We are all slaves right now. Did you know that?
Hold on, Billy. God damn it! What's your drunk ass, Billy? Give me a second.
Can I say something? Can I say something about that?
I got you, Billy. I got you. Hold on. Just hold on.
The Statue of Liberty is literally holding a torch. Like, she's standing tall. She's holding a torch. It's to commemorate French allyship, right? It's literally a beacon. Right, it's different than a heavyset woman with her hands on her hip. To me, it's almost stereotypical. It's very stereotypical to have kind of an obese Black woman with her hands on her hip. That doesn't convey the same energy as the Statue of Liberty. Like, again, the Statue of Liberty has a story behind it. We don't know this woman's story.
Right. So, and that's what it's supposed to represent. We're supposed to just see her and say, hey, it is woman outside that looks like this woman that is working hard for her family every single day. We need to also pay attention to her as well, the everyday woman as well, not just the Michelle Obama, not just Florida.
Stop it, man. This is lunchroom lady. This is lunchroom lady. You want some fries, baby? You want some fries, baby?
We cannot just always just keep pushing up the top of the top, the 1%ers of the world, because that is not a representation of majority of people walking around on
Nah,
Earth.
1% of us ain't not fat though. You know, like, I think if everybody turns on the cam right now, we're all like not very plus size. You know, I get what you're saying, but no, that's a bad representation. Because how many statues are we getting? Period. So for you to take one of those statues and say, "Oh yeah, this is the everyday version of y'all,"
no. So what I'm saying
that's
is
kind of weird.
So the artist, and I'm going to bring Tiff in right after this, and so the statue is to represent marginalized women. So
Yeah,
you got to remember what the artist was trying to portray. He was not trying to portray something that what y'all are saying. So he wanted the marginalized, because we all know representation matters. And so some people that are in a representation of her look, her aesthetic, they need to be represented as well too. So therefore, the people that are marginalized, they will get inspiration. Maybe not.
Nah, we need to stop. It's like when we was supporting Lizzo and her big baby being naked shit, and now she losing weight, and the big girls got mad at her. Like, that shit might be cool to say, oh yeah, be yourself and be what, but that's not how you live healthily. That's not how.
So, all right, you say that. So now, did you cut your fingernails?
Yeah, I cut my fingernails all the time. I'm gonna cut my fingernails because they grow out and one might break. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right, go ahead, Tiff.
Good morning.
Good day to you.
Good day. I'm not going to be up here long. I'm just going to say this. Please don't spend more hours talking about Black women. I find it completely insulting that it took a white man to say something beneficial about a Black woman. It's a statue of everyday people. Sharon, I put 2 links in the back. Will you show those 2 pictures really quick? Because I'm just, she's not inspiring. Y'all don't like Black women. It's very clear.
I love Black women.
I'm about to say, y'all. It's funny to me.
Why are you talking when I'm talking? Because I did not interrupt.
I'm sorry, lady.
You're right.
So what I'm saying is this: please do not spend Friday talking about what Black women look like, how they don't do it, because there are plenty of overweight white women and Mexican women. There are plenty of fake people. It's a goddamn statue of a Black woman. Can we be excited that she's in the middle of Times Square and it's something different and it's something to talk about? And we can talk about maybe the shape things, but the whole disrespect, don't do that this morning.
That's what Tiff, though. Where we disrespect the Black woman? Just tell us where we disrespected in any way.
With the way that y'all are talking, and I don't think I came.
So you can't say what we disrespected. You just saying that's what I got out of what y'all talking. Y'all ain't sucking our dick enough.
Let me look at ladies in the comments. Please tell me if any of these people sounded like they were talking about Black women in a positive manner. At all.
We talking about a bad statue. We're not talking about white, Black, nothing. I ain't say shit about a Black woman in terms of her being bad. I'm saying this is a representation of a.
She's Black. It's very clear that's a Black woman. So
yes.
So don't do it. So how are we talking negatively about a Black woman because we saying the Black woman? I mean, the statue is a Black woman, and they should have a better representation. Like nobody's sitting there saying that it's not bigger Black women that exist. I'm saying we all talk all this shit about how we need to get things together and start moving forward in a better light, and then you trying to tell us, be happy they got a big Black woman in the middle of Times Square because at least we got something. Like, come on, man. I did not say at least we got something. I said it is a statue. She's in the middle of Times Square. Did you go and look like how Sharon did? What's the inspiration? Because y'all should be talking about shit that you don't know about. It's just like the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty that we have is a second generation. They sent the original one back because she looked like a Black woman. So here's this Black woman in the middle of Central Park. And instead of y'all just taking in the art, you're going to start critiquing it.
Hey, but we cannot deny that that's a very good position that she is saying, that instead of just appreciating the art, because Afrona, you the one that said that Lapeef Network and the Anton Daniel show, they was going in on it. And so instead of them appreciating just the art, what they did was criticize the art, even though art is designed to have critiques. However, we should appreciate it before we critique it. Go ahead, Afro.
Okay, so let me kick it as to how I actually said it. I'm going to be very specific about what I said. I give you a litany of black women of high standard. I have black male as well as female heroes, right? Ida B. Wells, fictional heroes like Storm. You might see a Wonder Woman statue, right? There's a you could have Shuri from the Black Panther. I've mentioned a whole bunch of women. This is not about anti-black females. It's about holding black women in high regard like everyone else, to be very specific, right? The Statue of Liberty is standing tall, raising her hands. As a male, I could say I see a lot of brothers with do-rags and their pants sagging. So comparatively, if I were to have a black male that represents everyday black male with a do-rag and his pants sagging down, especially in Times Square, they made a statue of that. Do I have the right to be concerned about that? So we can't lean in on black women when we're talking about that particular statue and about the whole bunch of black females that are getting it in. I mentioned Rosie the Riveter. Rosie the Riveter was a working class white woman. I even mentioned Florida Evans. Did I not? Florida Evans would have kind of given that same kind of look, but we would have been able to say, okay, she is with Good Times. Esther Rowe was an iconic actress. There would have been a story. We can't just get into our feelings and not listen to what people actually said. I had a mother who was deceased, and I would want my mother to be held in high regard. That's not. I don't know what that is. I'm just saying it's not about black women. It's about that statue and people controlling our image, and we need to be able to look up, onward and upward. We got female black astronauts. Mae Jemison is a black astronaut, female. That would be more inspiring for black women and black boys.
You're not inspired. Everybody's not going to get inspired by the work. You don't get to say it's not good because it doesn't inspire you. You get to say that's a piece of statue that I don't care for. I don't like it. But there are other people that are going to look at that statue and see beauty. They're going to like her braids. They're going to like the brassness. They're going to say and see themselves. Y'all consistently say representation matters. But then when a person looks like a real normal everyday woman, because she's not obese, yes, she's slightly fluffy, but y'all want her to look like you, and you, especially you, oh, she should be like Felicia Rashad. There are all kind of women and all kind of archetypes. And if a woman ain't for you and you don't like her, move alone. You don't have
I said Florida Evans. I said Florida Evans, believe it or not.
She just come out overall.
Character. Like if you need to go back and listen to the beginning and think about were you edifying black women? If anybody came into this room and was a stranger and they saw and heard you talking, would they be like, damn, they kind of rough on the black ladies? Because it's incredibly weird the way that y'all talk about black women. And that statue, again, is a piece of art. All art is not for everyone.
What art we got of fat white women?
Have to be inspired. Keep it pushing.
What statues we got of fat white ladies?
Ron, have a good
or even possibly something that could be perceived as a bigger white woman.
I appreciate you, Tiff. So why are you even comparing? What's the comparison for?
Because she's making it seem like because we saying something, we just talking shit about black women, which is stupid. That's why I was talking about yesterday. No offense, to be like the ideology be so set and all men hate women that now if we even say something about women, it's y'all just hate it. We literally out here fighting for better representation of y'all. Y'all and then she trying to tell us, y'all just hate black women. Bro, we not saying that. And I get the point of, well, it is some women that look like this. Cool. Not saying, okay, if you're making a super, like y'all saying, this is a fictional person. Like I've never seen somebody be fictional and they tend to make them regular looking. You tend to make the best representation possible. And this is why I'm asking what big or even perceived as a big white woman statue do we have?
Right. So
because if I would even say something then.
Do you think big white women statues is going to be a representation of a marginalized woman in America?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because I mean it's fat white women. Like that's a factual thing.
So you think heavier set white women are marginalized in America?
I don't think that
I'm listening.
No,
Yeah.
I was saying I don't think that it's no like they're not the one group of like leading us in the I'm not saying they're not one of the leading groups, but I'm saying it's not like 50% of people in America are obese. It's because 54% are white women. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying it's not 20-something% of white people, but yeah, they're not the majority.
Who's not the majority?
I don't think so. Unless it's, I mean, I may be wrong. Unless it's some study or something. I've never seen like where it's 50% of all white women are fat. And I'm not saying it's not high. I do understand last time I seen it was like 30-something. So I'm not saying it may not have increased that much, but I don't think that's the overwhelming majority.
And so you believe that an overwhelming majority of black women are obese?
No.
So what's your point? I'm confused now.
I mean, because you said like this is a marginalized group. You were asking me like if a white woman, a bigger white woman statue came, would that be a marginalized? Yeah. And the same thing for black women of size.
So the reason why I asked is because that's why the artist, a black man, he created that art. So this is another. So what about this image? This is another statue of clearly a black woman. How you feel about this one?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't tell if she's very like bigger looking from the side. It doesn't look, I mean, she doesn't really look big like her. I would even point out like the boob ratio again. I hate to do that because that sounds wild and shit, right? But the last statue, it was like the woman has smaller boobs for her belly to stick out further. For this woman,
a statue. So this is another statue of a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about this statue?
It's good. It's a good statue. I have nothing to say. She doesn't look bigger. She doesn't look. I mean, even if we're saying she is bigger.
Afro Nerd, what was your thought on that statue?
I got to know the story behind it.
Okay.
You know, that's the issue. Also, that's what I said when I mentioned because art is a very difficult thing. It is the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? But oftentimes the art, there's a lengthy story. There's an explanation. We just see a fat black woman in the middle of Times Square. Like you could have had Esther Roll in a similar situation, but we would know who that is. We would have a story to know. Okay, I know. If you see the Rocky statue in Philadelphia, you know what you know. There's a story behind it.
Yeah, that Rocky statue is like this, dude. Yeah, it's like like that.
Yes. Thank you, Billy. I seem like you've seen this statue. So the problem is this. So we're gonna call the whole representation of Big Mama. That whole idea of who Big Mama is and what she represents. Are we gonna say Big Mama is fat now and that we should be telling Big Mama to lose weight?
Nah, yeah, for sure. First of all, and second of all, the modern representation of Big Mama ain't the actual representation of Big Mama, if we being very honest either. Like, because our modern representation would be like the Martin movies. And that's how people now take the Big Mama role is this obese. No, Big Mama was just Big Mama. That's my grandma. Was she big as hell? Maybe. But not most likely, let's be real. Like most of our grandmothers wasn't gigantic.
Yeah, but most of our grandmothers did look like that statue in Times Square, correct?
I will agree with that. But this is the thing, that's not the modern day representation.
Once that's being said, so why would we now criticize that statue and say no, this is representing?
Obviously, this isn't about our grandmothers.
Okay. Yeah, she's a younger woman, isn't she?
Yeah, this is weave in her hair. My grandmother wasn't wearing no type of weave.
The statue don't have a weave in either.
No, I think it's braids actually.
Braids? It looked like well maybe you're right. I'll take that out. So maybe it's not a weave, but it looks like
this is what Tiff is talking about when it sounds like y'all just do not like black women, right? Like you were throwing the fact that the statue have weave, that it's a statue, right? So even if the statue was designed with very long flowing hair, it doesn't mean the statue have a weave on, because guess what? There's plenty of black women with long hair. Plenty.
Sure.
Can I say
Yeah.
something?
How many are walking around with plaits? Because if that's not weave, that would be plaits, right? Where you got the braids hanging off your head. Most black women are not wearing.
I need you to talk to what I'm saying, right? You just heard what I said. I said the fact that you are putting the statue has a weave on it is to show that you have some kind of problem with black women because it's a statue. So no matter what, that statue out here, even if the statue had hair down to her ass, it is a black woman right now walking around the street with hair that long coming out of her natural ass head.
Hmm?
That statue ain't gonna fly. That what he's saying is that statue ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly with our peeps over here. It ain't gonna fly. It's not gonna fly.
Exactly, Billy. Go ahead, KT.
No. Man, y'all gotta get Billy the fuck up. No, listen.
It ain't gonna fly, baby. Don't even try it.
My thing is, I'm not saying it's a problem with black women. Like you said, you were trying to explain as if this could have been a representation of our grandmothers. I'm just pointing out that the hairstyle alone shows that that's not my grandmother. And even if we're talking about modern women today, I don't see it's not about whether or not your hair has length or nothing. I don't see black women walking around with plaits, braids hanging off their head. That's the only way I can, you don't see most women modernly walking around with that. You modernly see women with weave of that. So that's why I was making that. It's nothing about having a problem against women. Now, the thing behind that is, again, if we're talking about a statue, okay, it's even with paintings, we can all go through this historically. They would literally fix imperfections that people had. So when they made the paintings, this would be the image left behind. I think it's just a crazy thing to say, I'm trying to uplift black women by putting out an image of what you're trying to say is the typical black woman, but I can't. No, I don't think of.
Okay. All right. So before I bring somebody up, KT, do you think that you represent the image that black men should push out there in the world?
Yeah.
Okay. Good day. Welcome to the show, Supreme Goddess PhD. How you doing?
I'm good. Good day. Good day. So y'all don't let the retarded white man up here?
Yeah. He's
hey, man, this ain't our show.
He let me up here. He let me up here, but I'm gonna be nice.
This is he drank a beer, so he just sitting back playing with his hair. Eva, what's your thoughts on this statue? Do you have an issue with the image of this statue?
Okay, can you show the statue to me?
You didn't see
and
it
where
yet?
is it? No, where is it?
It's in Times Square.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hold on, let me pull it back up. Eva got me working.
All right, look at you being a dandy. All right.
They be think I'll be play pimping out here, Diva.
I say it's not a drill, it's not a game.
Well, I said I need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Good. Can we see it? Do I got an image? No, it's not an image. Hold on.
Gotta scroll up a little bit.
All right.
Okay. So,
I put Donald Trump next to it just to give us a lot.
Just for effect, right? To show you what a bad bitch look like.
Oh God! But so this is in Times Square right now. The PH Diva standing 12 feet tall.
What's the purpose of it? Like, why did they put this installation there?
This black man that created this installation, he said this is to represent a marginalized group.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I don't have a problem with it. What's the problem? What's the issue? I've seen people have been talking about it, but what exactly is the issue that people have?
The issue is that we got a couple of gentlemen on the panel said she is morbidly obese. Her titties is hanging on her stomach because her stomach stick out more than her booty do. And so they think that
You put extra sauce on that, but go ahead.
Misrepresentation of
you put extra sauce on that, Jamal. Go ahead.
Aspire to be, because they think we should have somebody like Flojo.
Well, I mean, if he put it up there to represent the typical Black woman, then I don't think that it's an aspirational thing, right? You don't aspire to be the typical whatever, you know? So it's just a representation of what he sees as the typical Black woman.
No, we ain't got no problem with that, David. If it's anything I could say, but I want to ask you something. If we talking about the typical Black woman, is this what you think the typical Black woman look like?
Yeah, more or less, I guess, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That's all. That's the only thing I can say. I think Afro was on the same thing, but I'm just arguing the fact I don't think this is what the typical Black woman look like.
So what I'm not saying the typical Black woman looks like. Or how does she diverge from this statue?
Be careful there.
A little more figurely.
What that mean?
Like shapely. Like
there are
I'm
a
not
lot
saying
of Black women who are built like that though, right? And so this Coca-Cola bottle or figure 8 frame or hourglass bottle that y'all think women are supposed to have. I mean, that might be what you want the average Black woman to have, but I don't know that that's necessarily the case.
Black women are fine. That's it.
Thank you.
In the story.
Now, I know that we have an idealized image of what the Black woman looks like, and that's the very shapely Black woman with the big booty and the small waist, right? That's the idealized. So if he was creating an aspirational statue, of what, the ideal form of the Black woman is, maybe that's what he would have created.
Nah, I don't think it's because even just pointing out my grandmothers, my sisters.
You know how many millions of Black women are in existence? So for you to sit here and tell us about your grandmama and your sisters is like pretty ridiculous.
Natural observation. I'm pointing out.
Observing 3 women out of tens of millions, right? You see how ridiculous that is?
No, I'm just pointing out like this is ones I can say I had experience with.
Gone and made a statue of your grandmama and your sisters. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying the typical woman, and the typical women I see ain't shaped like that. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, that's the typical woman that you see, right? So he should have came and contacted you and told you to do a sketch of the statue he was gonna make.
No, we're talking about an average Black woman.
So you sound right, but you don't even know what
saying the average Black woman.
Okay, how tall is the average Black woman? How tall is the average Black woman?
Probably about 5'7", 5'6", maybe.
No, she's not 5'6" or 5'7". She's about 5'3", 5'4". How much? What size? What dress size is the average Black woman?
I don't even know how dress sizes work, ma'am. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Wow.
I literally don't know how dress sizes work.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
And this is all respect to Dr. Diva. Right. I would have liked someone like Fannie Lou Hamer, who might have had the same body type, because we would have known the story. I guess my discomfort with this is it doesn't say much. Like you could see all kinds of art that might even be ugly, like just really deformed, but we would know what it is. It would represent something where we could understand. We would have a story to go along with it. And I just feel uncomfortable that when it comes to Black representation, there's always a position that we're put in. With our history, we've done so many dynamic. We are a dynamic, spectacular race. Dynamic. And that's why we are feared. Right? So when you think of someone like Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk, Prince jumping off with pianos, Cab Calloway, just everything we've done. You go from that to being presidents, vice presidents. We come from marginalization, but we're able to spit hot fire. We're able to do the dynamic. When you see these brothers on the basketball court, they're flying through the air.
What the fuck does that have to do with this statue? You always want to give a fucking soliloquy about some stupid shit that don't have shit to do with what we talking about.
Exactly. What the hell is he talking about? Anyways.
What does all of that have to do with the fucking statue?
Because statues are oftentimes like Michelangelo. Statues are meant to inspire people. Other ethnicities have statues that have you think beyond yourself, right? So now you want to bring it real for Black people, but everyone else is allowed to think otherworldly. We are otherworldly. We are otherworldly on Earth.
He has such low self-esteem that everything is a him being trying to measure up to what other groups doing like that, but that he has such low racialized self-esteem, and that's because he come from a place where they was doing the brown paper bag test. But so he sees everything through that type of lens. And he talking about we don't need to be super Negro or a magical Negro in order to be idealized. What this man is saying is that typical nondescript Black woman that's next door to you that you probably ain't paying attention to, she got something in her that's why she's standing in the middle of Times Square 12 feet tall. Because a lot of times it is the Black women who just look like Black women to us. She don't have to look like super curvaceous to be great, right? That's what Maya Angelou talked about in her poem. Pretty women wonder where my secret lie.
So Sharon, when the next statue comes
ain't
up,
no Sharon, nigga. And so the man is saying that regardless, the average Black woman that you will overlook in most situations, she the person who is raised up 12 feet tall in the middle of Times Square for everybody to look at.
Doctor, you got it. Sharon. So I want to see the same energy from you. When the next statue, because I'm pretty sure it's coming.
Ain't nobody building no statue of y'all.
Is a brother.
Ain't nobody building that statue.
It's a brother with his hat cocked to the side, do-rag, and a pack of Newports in his back pocket in the middle of Times Square. I want you to say, well, this is what brothers look like.
Nobody, no.
Hold on. Let me address it real quick.
Hold on. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy.
Please let me address that real quick, Diva.
Makes no sense.
Diva, let me address it real quick. I would go ahead and buy KT to go a bus ticket. Say, hey, look, they made a statue of you.
I ain't never had a do-rag in my life.
We laugh and we cackle, but you got what I'm saying.
But Afro
you get what I'm
nerd.
Saying.
But Afro nerd, look,
they're gonna do it. Because they're gonna do it with us. They're gonna do it with us.
Hold on, Afro nerd. What I'm saying is this: look how
because the average one of y'all's aren't worthy of being raised up 12 feet tall in the middle of Times Square. That's why.
Hey, look, Afro nerd. I asked KT, do he represent Black men in a positive light? And he said, yes, he's somebody
no,
that
you didn't.
He wear his pants.
You said, the way I represent shit, other Black people do it the same way. And I said, yeah. Because I'm unapologetically Black. I don't sit there and act like because
so I didn't lie. So again, KT go, he wear his pants a little off his
I do not. This is all lies. That's the point where you got to stop. That's what I'm saying. You're inserting something that you don't add.
I'm not, because I seen your music video.
You've never seen me sagging my pants in any one of them videos. Any video I got up or anything. Even if I'm wearing street apparel, you ain't never seen me sag my pants. All my clothes are fitted.
Sir, I seen your video. So
yeah, I got dreads. That's pretty much all you can say I got for the typical nigga.
Also, please unblock me from your chat.
Okay, I'll try. So what I'm saying is that
you guys block me. Stop it.
We got you, Billy. We got you. Hold on one second, Billy.
So can't get into Roscoe's. Can't get into Roscoe's.
So what I'm saying is that we seen your video, your music video, KT, and you represent that look of sagging pants, Newport 100, everything that Afro Nerd said. He depicted you. He was literally talking about you, and you saying yes.
I ain't got no do-rag. This is the main thing we started with. The only thing you could say I have in relation to what he said was a pack of Newports.
You got a bonnet?
No, hell no.
He's leaving a bonnet.
That's gay as fuck.
Right. All right. So this is what D would be talking about. We cannot major and minor little details. Okay, fine. You don't have a do-rag. Great. Rock E, good day, sir. How you doing today?
All right. I just wanted to stop in to let you guys understand.
Okay.
The Statue of Liberty is a transgendered male.
Sharon, where do you find these people? Where do you find these people,
Hey,
Sharon?
Nah, that was
shut the
crazy.
fuck up. Let me finish, you fucking motherfuckers.
Whoa.
Listen,
He drunk
it's
too.
a fucking statue.
Hold on.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
This white
hold
man
on.
It's
drunk
Hold
this
on,
morning.
You let
Lucifer.
Billy
It's
on.
Lucifer.
They got it now, bro. You fucked up.
Fucking
Hold on,
Lucifer, the
Rocky.
light bearer.
Rocky, I got a question
Lucifer,
for
the
you.
light bearer, unchained.
Okay,
Revelations
this is a
20.
Okay,
crazy
hold on,
person.
Rocky.
Can
Hold
we get
on.
rid of them?
All right. So, all right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You ain't never gonna get monetized like that. You ain't gonna
This
do
why
it.
you in the shadow realm now.
This man is showing
Why is
us
he
his
holding up
game
blunt?
break cigarillo.
Why? Why?
Nah,
All right,
man.
yeah.
He's rolling up.
Hey,
You
Billy,
supposed
you
to
gonna have
get
to
white
pay me.
break anyway. Where the white man at?
He left. Hey, Billy, you gonna have to start paying me for promotions of your beers and your goddamn cigarillos, okay? No more promotions of other
That's what
products.
he rolling up with.
All right, well,
Blunt.
go ahead. It's okay, Bill. I'm gonna leave you down while you go ahead and roll up.
Oh
and
no.
smoke your cigarette
Real
up.
quick. I know his type. He ain't rolling nothing in that. He smoke them like they are.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's his cigar, bro. Yeah.
Fact.
Nah, he can't afford the Newports. That's what they could get. No, I seen that type. I used to serve them.
All right, so now that we back,
So,
so this is a regular everyday woman, and there's nothing wrong with pushing a regular we see that woman on the train every day. She's on the goddamn A train, she's on the E train, she's on that F train. We see that woman.
What I say?
More often than not.
What I tell you? Sorry, Sharon.
It's okay. So like and Afro Nerd, you know that for a fact that we see that woman right there, and her hands on her hips doesn't mean that she's standing up to somebody. It doesn't mean that she has an attitude. All these extra things that these people are trying to add into the conversation of the statue is wrong to do. And it is okay for us to say, yes, our everyday big mama that looks like her is an awesome ass woman. We got to stop living in this fantasy world where big mama, our grandmamas and our mamas is Halle Berry. Majority of our moms is not Halle Berry. It is what it is.
Sharon, did you
Majority
see
of our
the,
women, they got little, how Tiff said it, a little fluff around the edges. Yeah, Diva.
Did you see the commercial for Asia Wilson's sneaker, her new sneaker? It was directed by Malia Obama, but it's literally a love letter to Black girlhood, right? Down to the little girls with beads and barrettes in their hair, double dutching and playing Miss Mary Mack. The whole commercial is a play on Miss Mary Mack. And so it just showing that, yeah, that's where Asia came from, right? And so out of these very ordinary circumstances, because at least when I was growing up, and apparently some girls, even now, we played Miss Mary Mack. We had braids and beads and barrettes and that type of thing. We was, playing hopscotch. Out of those very ordinary circumstances, you got an Asia Wilson.
Right. Great point. Big fee and all.
That's a big woman.
Yeah.
So I think that's the part that we can't miss, and we cannot allow other content creators to just talk ish and say, hey, this is a representation of Black women in the negative sense, when this is what women look like in general. Even if she's not Black, that shape is a typical shape for a woman that can't go to people forget that these shapely human beings is usually either athletes or somebody that have the time to be in the gym to constantly shape their body properly.
And these days they bought it, a lot of times.
Let's be honest though. It's not a fallacy to say Black women have a different body shape. Even if they're bigger, they still have more shape. That's why BBL came, because they were trying to compete with Black women. That even back in the days when they wore the big dresses with the round bottoms, yes, because slaves came, they were seeing the Black women shapely, naked, white women, shit like that. We've always had a different female, male, even men, we're bigger, like just body man, we're cut up better. I mean, it's nothing wrong. Okay.
Turn on your camera and show us how cut up you is. And the thing, and I'm gonna say no. So this is the thing, because then I could ask this older white man to take off his shirt and show us how cut he is, and y'all probably gonna look somewhat similar.
I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now.
No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't.
And so you probably look fairly similar to him.
No, you won't.
Don't threaten him with a good time, Diva.
Right. My bad. I forgot who I was dealing with. He was ready.
I'm just playing, young lady. But
he said, oh, we taking clothes off now? Shit.
Right. We ain't getting that wild yet.
Yeah, but I guarantee if I do turn this camera on, we're not. It's not the same. And one day when I get older, we'll probably still be.
Billy, let them finish the conversation. I'll bring you in a second, Billy. I got you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but just pointing out, regardless, I can turn this camera on, and I haven't worked out. I don't work out. I'm not going to lie, and I still have some of my abs, just because that's like natural retention. It's okay, whatever. You can sit here and try to talk shit and say, "Oh no, y'all niggas the same." All right, what's women do? Well, I don't even care. Take it. Well, whatever. No, the point is that it's a difference in
right, because 70% of black males are either overweight or obese, and so being overweight,
that's a lie,
or obese. No, that's not a lie. That's what the statistics state.
You can't show that nowhere. Please show it to me.
Oh yeah, I will. Okay, hold on. Because that's well known. That's from the same place they get the stat where they talk about 80% of black women obese or overweight. Yeah, and that same statistic showed that 70% of black men was.
It's no statistic that says that. The last statistic I seen, which is 2 weeks ago, says black people in mass, us in overall in America, only 46% of us are obese.
Okay. What? I said,
so I don't know how we can say 80% of the men.
It's 58 to 40. It's 58 to 40.
This is the first thing. You have to listen to what I actually said. I said 70% of black males are overweight or obese. You just quoted a statistic for 46% being obese. Okay. So what I said was two groups. They classify obese people, but they also classify overweight people. And so those two groups together, 70% of black men are in one of those two groups. And you just said almost 50% of black men is in the obese category.
No, that's us, period. I'm talking about black people in totality.
Okay, well, I'll pull it up.
We as a total group are very obese, so we're not. We literally are the least.
50% would be obese. Do you know what's the qualification for being obese? This is the issue I have with you, KT. Like, god damn, how you this stupid?
KT, have you ever seen Kev Stutter's cam up?
Mm-hmm.
Would you consider him?
Yep.
What?
He may be a little bit overweight.
Have you ever seen DJ Hamp?
Yep. He may be a little bit overweight.
Have you ever seen Silent?
No, sir. I haven't. Silent. Now, I barely even hear bro talk. I'm gonna keep it hot with you. I'll be like, hey, bro, just living up to the brand.
Have you seen Dr.
Have you ever seen what's the hey Mr. Seven? What's the dude name that do the economics? He married a baby mama that everybody was talking about. What's his name? He a doctor too.
Boyce Watkins.
Boyce Watkins.
Boyce Watkins got into shape for a minute though. He was actually lost some weight.
I don't even know who that is. I won't lie for you, but I agree. JP for president. He's OP. He's OP.
Have you ever seen Anton Daniels?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay, so like all I'm saying is that we could just keep going down the line and we could see it.
Why you had to like? So hold on.
But we're looking at you.
Have you ever seen Diesel TV?
Hold on. Are you?
Yeah, that was the cop dude.
Have you ever seen Cellulite Podcast?
What are you doing?
Definitely no.
Huh?
Definitely no.
What are you doing?
Hey, listen though. I want to sound the opposite end of this.
I just want to know: have you ever seen The Angry Man?
Sharon, what the man, this nigga.
Why we can't just be honest about what we saying? Like,
no, but listen, because it's people that exhibit it don't mean that's the majority of us. Even the people on this panel right now.
Hold on.
Anecdotal.
KT. So hold on, KT, right? We could say that's anecdotal, right? what I'm saying is that it's easy for us to talk about this one fictional woman, even though we know this is like the average looking human being that is working too, the average woman that's making average money. Majority of people that's very well in shape, we see when you go to affluent neighborhoods, you see outside is always somebody running. Versus the places where is medium to low, they are not as active because they don't have the time, because the most expensive thing we have is time, and you need time to get your body in shape. We all know that, but we try to act like we don't see it. Also, we see it in our men, our black men, on a day-to-day basis. We see them on these panels. We see what Trigger Mike look like. And we try to act
agree,
like,
but listen, hold on. We go opposite direction. We could talk about, and I don't really like doing this, but we could talk about prison-built Negroes. Like we can go. There's a whole bunch of people online where there's guys in the what I'm talking about, Mr. 70. I'm talking about a bunch of guys that are 70 years old doing pull-ups in the park. You got a whole video. You have video channels. I know you're triggered, but you have video channels devoted to brothers doing that.
It's not a whole bunch of
50-year-old males.
That is very true. So we can talk about those as well.
I believe in equal criticism. Why can't we? We gotta get.
I got you.
Go ahead.
I got you. So yeah, we can talk about, especially in New York, there's a lot of them, right? We could talk about, especially in the boroughs. We could talk about that as well. And Trigger Mike is not old. He is probably younger than everybody on this panel. Trigger Mike is only 36. So anyway,
I'm 31. He ain't younger than me.
All right. So we can talk about the few of the men that do the calisthenics. We know they have a whole group of men. They have a whole business model and everything that they go out there early in the morning, 5 in the morning. You could go work out with those old dudes if you could keep up. It ain't easy, but regardless, we know that's not even close to the majority of black men in New York.
Well, look, Diva is correct, right? Black people. I don't really like doing the gender thing. Black people do have a weight issue. But guess what? America has a weight issue, right? Last time I checked, McDonald's, those big fries.
Okay, but then why y'all have a problem with a statue reflecting a woman who is a little bit bigger?
Because
you said now we need to
I'm answering the question.
Everybody, but the black woman in the statue needs to be some shapely goddess. Get out of here. Why?
No,
y'all made it.
Hold on, real quick. I got you, Diva. I have literally heard it. I've heard my homies tell me, my big homies, they done told me, nah, bro, I can't get with a chick that's from my size because then I can't fit it in. Our stomachs be touching. I'm not lying. Dead ass. They can't.
Just their fault.
It ain't. Yeah, it's a bunch of friction along the belly button area. But rock out.
But we're not even talking about sex. We're talking about a statue.
So, but here's the thing, Diva. So, like, even though we're not talking about it, KT, the first thing he brought up was that her tatas is touching her belly.
No, I pointed out they're small. Like, she got small tatas because her belly's kind of. The other statue, I didn't even bring that up. I brought that up into the other statue because I was saying, like, look, there's this other statue. Yeah, I agree with that one more. Okay, she wasn't even skinny, was she? That
you brought up her tatas on a statue, bro.
Yeah,
twice on both statues. You never once said.
No, I brought it up once when the second statue came because you said, "How do you feel about this statue?" And I said, "Look, she's not even small. I'm not. See, this is something I agree with more, and even down to the point. I wasn't saying you got to have some godly figure. That second one was not a godly figure. It didn't show a woman with ass protruding, crazy boobies out wild. It was just like, okay, she was still shapely. She still wasn't just.
Again, this is what we keep trying to explain to stop majoring in minor parts, right? The major part of the conversation is that you spoke about her titties on a statue, on both statues.
Because you're talking about why I'm okay with that and why did I have a problem with the last one? Should I not bring that comparison?
What I'm trying to get you to understand that you sexualize a statue.
I didn't. I sexualize a statue by making a comparison. Like we're talking about figure. No, okay, so I don't know how you explain figure without getting on some part of the figure.
When we first brought up the picture of the one in New York, the first thing you said, her titties are small as.
No, I did not.
You did.
I didn't say nothing about titties to the second one. You said, what do you think about this statue?
All right, so hold on. So what you saying, if I rewind it and then it shows that you said it before.
Rewind it, please.
Why? Why you? What makes you think that? What makes you think? Hold on.
I accepted your offer.
What makes you think that I would lie about that?
Because I know what I said.
And all right, so you want
I don't think you can tell me like I'm not being.
I gotta do the research and go backwards in time because you always want to live in the past instead of moving forward. So now I go find and you say what I get for it.
The possibility of being right, I guess, if you got it right.
For a week.
You offered it, sir. I'm not. I didn't sit here and offer you to do.
You're very confident. What kind of bet you want to make that you said it?
Yeah, $5. I'll do $5.
No. He don't come back for a week if you right, Sharon.
Oh shit.
Okay, KT, you agree? Now he's gonna go on mute. KT. Yeah, I see you, nigga. Come on.
I said $5. I said $5. And then he got caught.
Hell no. He said, D,
what are y'all talking? Can y'all hear me?
Hey, D,
can y'all hear me?
You. And I'm asking
I said $5 and then he got quiet. What am I supposed to say?
No, I said if he's right, then you don't come back for a week.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
He love y'all too much. I
won't come back for a month. I fuck with y'all, but I won't come back for a month. I mean, that's okay with me.
Man, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, black man, ain't nothing wrong saying you fuck with it.
Go find it, Sharon.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Oh no, yeah, that's why I said I fuck with all y'all. I love y'all dearly.
There we go. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so welcome to the show. Bazik. Good day, sir. How you doing?
Morning, Sharon. Morning to the panel. Morning for Britain. How you been, Sharon?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. I hit the link because I heard you talking about women jogging in Britain, and we do have a lot of I think I'm not sure if you said women or people, but we do have people jogging in Britain, but we do have a massive overweight problem here as well.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to look and hold the conversation. Y'all better go ahead while I go find this goddamn.
Hey, hold on. So where's over there? If you don't mind me asking, where's over there? No, I was talking to the brother that just said we have a weight problem over Britain. Here. Where's over there? Oh, Britain. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
Do you have a problem with a 12-foot statue of a regular woman? That is not very shapely. She's very normal looking, small titties, small butt, a little bit overweight, maybe by like 50 pounds, I guess. Do you have a problem of a 12-foot statue of that person in Times Square?
I saw that picture. I mean, the way I look at it, my answer to that is if you vote Democrat, that's what you get. I mean, that's my opinion on that one.
That's how Democrat women look.
Oh shit!
What you mean? What you mean?
From what I've seen, New York is a Democrat state, and a lot of people vote Democrat in New York, and I just look at it as a thing where if you vote for the Democrats, you're gonna get degeneracy like that statue and that just recently got put up.
So you think that statue represents degeneracy?
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah.
Okay, now why would you say that statue represent degeneracy?
I'll say it serves no purpose and a waste of time, space, and money, in my opinion.
Okay. Do you believe that representation matters?
Quite possibly.
You're not sure.
What?
I'm not sure.
Time on him. He don't even know what's going on.
Bro, you gotta leave American politics to Americans, fam. Like I don't get why y'all would think
saying even makes any sense.
Like
so
1 in the morning.
I don't even understand how these people fly across the pond to come and try to participate in these conversations that have nothing to do with them.
Like we don't even say Democrat, we say blue and red. Like even down to just simple.
But the thing is that the internet is alive now, and then we gotta be careful when they start talking to or listening to certain type of people. They start to get the ideology. This is why I always say
they on a whole nother continent.
So you think we should allow them to because thoughts portray things.
Yeah, from across the ocean.
Yeah, because of what Donald Trump is pushing out, he changed the trajectory in Australia of the president and in Canada. So yes, all these things, the way how people think, it changes the way how people move in general. Yes.
No, it don't. All these people always was moving that way, right? And so because he emboldened them to take the hoods off, but that's who, especially Australia, they've always been a bunch of fucking idiots.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So now, because of Donald Trump, they went they voted for a liberal president instead of a conservative, because the conservative president was winning in the polls, and then Donald Trump, he changed the whole trajectory, and now the liberal people won over there in Australia.
Can I say one thing real?
In my opinion, I think that's what Donald Trump did.
Okay.
Real quick, briefly, one thing I did, like, I don't keep up with politics too much, but this part did open up my eyes. And please, Billy Ray, can you stop with the gang signs? It's throwing me off.
I'm sorry, Mr. Seven. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Sharon, what I've noticed is that we do have a lot of influence from other countries. So believe it or not, I didn't realize, like, I don't know the details in it, but I'm pretty sure maybe, Sister Diva, you, whoever can look it up. A lot of like Canada and other places, they got an influence on our elections, the foreign leaders and everything. So when we do get others of the citizens that come over here and think they got a word, I think that might have a part to play. But again, I'm not too political savvy, but I did read up on that. I remember looking at something involving that, and that was very interesting. So then that opened up my eyes to say, you know what, maybe that's why they really think they can just like hop in that ain't got nothing to do with them, because their leaders do influence our elections. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Can I speak? Sure.
No.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
I would like to speak about this because if I can speak just for a minute, here's the thing is, I believe that, I was born in Austin, Texas in 1971. Okay, listen.
He said it all started off in the 3rd grade. Here we go.
Yeah, I was born in Austin, Texas, 1971 as a white boy. Oh, white boy. Yeah, I was born in Austin, Texas, 1971 as a white boy. Somebody's got something going on in the background. Yeah. Anyways, I was however, Austin. Somebody's got a little background. Anyways.
Come back.
My brothers are okay, so
I'll leave y'all alone for 2 minutes.
Sharon, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna
let y'all alone for 2 minutes.
Okay,
nah. Don't go nowhere.
Right, we let him talk.
Right.
Don't you dare leave us with him.
Huh?
Don't you dare leave us with him. Bro, where do you find these people?
I don't look.
How do they find you? Like, what is it about you that they find? Where do they come from, Sharon?
Is this a conversation?
Where do they come from?
Clearly, across the pond.
You know how normal they make Jalen look?
Damn.
But I think we definitely do have a image issue, and it seems like we are overcritical of Black women's image, even when we talk about when they see their own mama. Like, we know that majority of Black men see their mama and they look just like this lady. Majority of Black women are not these goddamn video vixens. I don't know why we trying to act. It's a reason why the BBL thing is for real, because people was trying to have a certain look.
Right.
So I don't know where we get this idea that we're not boxy like maybe like some races, but still in all, majority of women do not have this great Coca bottle shaped figure because you got to work to get that shape. You think Diva could drop it down low because she just go for walks? She's been working on that stank walk for years. Goddamn.
It's called the
stank. She was born with it.
The stank walk.
She was born with that some of them genetics, you know what I'm saying? But this all I'm pointing out, man. I'm not disagreeing with that. I want y'all to understand. I'm not saying we need supermodel figures, but I'm gonna point back to the second statue like that. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a statue.
It's in the back.
I don't know.
It's in the back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a very skinny woman or nothing. I don't think none of us are like debating that. I'm saying like that was still just a more like, in my opinion, actual representation. Because I'm not saying it got to be some small, skinny ass waist. And like I said with the BBL, like, let's be frank, that's the thing they got popping because they, like, the other women were trying to compete with the black woman natural figure. I'm not saying every woman was built like that.
What other women?
The other races, the white women, the Kim Kardashians, let's be Armenians, shit like that. People that wasn't
but that
us.
came much later. That operation has been around for a long time. Do you know what BBL stands for?
Brazilian butt lift.
Right. So guess where they perfected it?
Brazil.
Right. And see, those Latin American women had been doing that for decades. Right. But y'all thought it was real. So
I ain't never think. No, go ahead. I was just gonna say I never thought. I already knew what the BBLs, and I already knew how they did surgery illegally and all that shit over there. You know, it's been a big thing over there. So
illegally, they weren't doing surgery illegally over there. That's where the women was getting it.
No, I'm saying, like, you know, that's where you can go for the backwood cheap doctors. And they
those
some
was
people
the first
do.
doctors doing it. Those ain't the backwoods sheep doctors. They was the ones who perfected that.
I'm just pointing out, like, we know that they do things over there. Their black market, you really can't find somebody unlicensed in Brazil to give you a BBL. I'm just pointing that out. That's all I'm saying.
Like, unlicensed over here to do it.
So
even the licensed ones be killing people over here. So what are we talking about?
Not only with the BBLs, but also with the veneers as well. It's a bunch of these things. So why are we acting like the problem is that I don't understand. Like, whenever y'all see in this YouTube space, y'all see anything with a black woman getting propped up, it seems like a majority of black men have an issue with it, and that is a problem for me. And I don't understand why.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I won't even deny that on this. I'm not having a problem with no black women being propped up. My problem is I would like better representation of all us. I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say that isn't somebody who exists within us.
So you believe that? So that means you have a problem with it, literally. Like, how
I'm saying I don't believe that's the average look of us. Like that was what I was trying to finish to. That was my last couple words. But yeah, that's it. I just don't think that's the average
black woman looks like.
Please,
like I said, probably like the second statue.
Send me a link of what you think an average woman looks like.
Like, name somebody. Does the average black woman look like SZA to you?
Hell nah.
She got touch-ups too.
Do you know what? Do you think that woman that we seen with her t-shirt and hold her hand, do you think that her body type is close to Whoopi Goldberg's?
You said the woman with the t-shirt holding her hands?
My God. That's what the statue, that's what she's wearing. You notice her titties, but you didn't know she had a t-shirt on. Okay.
But you already told us that you think the average black woman is 5'6" or 5'6" to 5'8", right? You don't know what size she is, but she's curvy. And what you say, she got a wig on? That's what you said you think the average black woman looks like.
No, I didn't.
You didn't say that? You didn't say you think the average black woman is 5'6" to 5'8"?
No, I said 5'6", 5'5".
No, you did not. You said 5'8".
I didn't go up.
5'7".
Why would I go up when the average male is 5'8"? And I know women are shorter than me.
You said 5'7".
5'8", 5'9".
Right, he said 5'7", 5'6". You never said 5'5".
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
All right.
So either way, you still think the average black woman is taller than she actually is, right?
Smaller.
You said the average what?
About 2 inches. I apologize.
No, you said
Then this isn't
5'7",
me
5'6".
researching.
The average black woman is 5'3", maybe 5'4". So that's what, 2 to 3 inches. Yeah,
Said
it makes a
5'5",
difference.
but
Y'all niggas lie about 2 to 3 inches, right? When you tell a woman you 6 feet and you only come on now. So don't act like 2 to 3 inches ain't shit.
No.
Don't act
Can
like
I
it's shit
speak?
when you
Right.
niggas consistently
Not,
lie
not yet.
about 2 to 3 inches. So you think the
Yo, man, you
average
gotta
black
get
woman
Billy
is
the fuck up out
taller
of here.
than she actually is. You don't know what size she is, but you know that she's curvy,
No,
right?
I
And
said
then you
more
did
of a
say
figure
before
than that
you
woman.
don't think that most black women have braids hanging down. You think they got a wig.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So
He was
what did you
talking about
say?
that's a representation of our grandmothers and our big mamas. I said that's not a representation of
Okay.
big mamas because big mama ain't had that hairstyle. And I said that's probably weed because I don't see most black women today just wearing plaits. Do you?
Okay. Yes, I see a lot of black women wearing plaits.
No, I'm saying
And
most
two
black
strand twist.
women.
Yes.
Like we
Yeah.
saying most. Do you see most black women wearing plaits?
I see a lot of them. I don't know
All right,
because
you don't
plaits
see
isn't
most. That's
something
the
that you
thing.
wear all the time, right? Plaits ain't something that you wear all the time. Or it may be two
I
strand
agree.
twist, but if it's two strand twist, it still comes down and looks similar to that. It's parted the same way, everything. So yeah, there are a lot of, I think, yeah, you could say the average black woman have some twists in her hair at some point, yes. Or some braids or
Yeah, I'm
plaits
not
or
saying they
whatever.
got some in their hair at some point. They saying the same
Right.
thing as the average woman is wearing that right now.
Yeah,
No,
the average black
no.
one. Okay, so the average black woman wears plaits at some point. Yes. Yes.
No, at some point in public, doubt it.
Right. And so then that's the average hairstyle because at some point the vast majority of us gonna wear it. We don't have to wear
Yeah,
it
in
24/7.
public,
In public, nigga, yes.
girl, you'll say anything sometimes, but I love you.
No, you just a fucking idiot.
Damn.
Hey, you got to be called something when you don't like how it's going.
Not
I guess that's an
you
easy
get
way
up
to
here
get out
and
the
demonstrate
situation.
you're an idiot day in and day out, honey. Like
I,
you the motherfucker who
I
sat
keep
up here
telling
and
y'all
told
to
us
prove
about how
shit.
you
You
invest in houses and then come to find out you only making a $300 profit on all of them motherfuckers together. Boy, shut your stupid ass up.
What are you talking
Are you
about? Where
kidding?
did you get this lie
So you
from?
sit up here and tell us you a fucking moron day in and day out.
No, baby,
No,
because
and
you
you ain't
sit
never
here
said nobody
and
got to
say,
even
listen,
deduce or make up. Come on.
what
Get the fuck
you
out of
just
here.
did. You just did. You just did,
Okay.
man. That's the thing. You gotta lie. I mean, because you say the lie with enough confidence. I mean, it's a confident lie that don't make it the truth.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because where you get the
Okay, so that ain't
$300 profit
what you
from?
said then. Oh,
Where you
okay.
get the $300 profit from?
That's what you said.
See your phone cutting out because you're on bullshit.
See, maybe y'all be talking so much you don't remember what you're saying because you can't even remember what you
Oh
said
no,
5
I know
minutes
what I
ago,
said.
right? No, you don't. Because Sharon, did you find it? Did you find it?
I'm trying to go through it and here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking
Give
for
him
it.
a minute. Right.
Oh shit, we had a couple. But the point is, again, you can call me the idiot, and guess what? I don't never call y'all names. I don't have to do none of that. It is what it is. I understand how it goes. Sometimes you gotta something you believe in, and
Well, good. I'm glad you
you
finally
feel
understand
passionate
something because
about
that's
that. But that don't
usually
make
the
it
issue
right.
up here. Your ass don't be understanding basic shit. So I'm glad you at least understand this. You finally figured some shit out. Congratulations. Everybody give them a round of
Oh
applause.
no, I've known this. I think you need to accept it more for yourself sometimes.
There you go, Billy. But I
Listen,
hear some
lady.
women in the chat
Listen,
talking
lady.
about
Listen, lady. I hear
He
you.
said, "Oh, that's my invite to talk. Let me hurry
Oh
up."
shit. No. Okay, let me stop calling his name. But somebody said something about like, oh, y'all acting like a 20-year-old look like a
No.
50-year-old. I don't know if you all have seen these girls, but they're huge. They're huge now. It's a lot of them that's fat and they're young.
Yeah.
Right? Because I always want to stop and tell them, baby, you too young to be that big. Right?
Right.
But
No
most
children,
people
no
take
nothing.
offense to that.
Right. No
Right. I
no
mean, they
children,
come
no
here
nothing.
big.
It's like
Can I
I
ask you
got
a
a
question?
friend who got a grandbaby, and I guess this her last year in school, but from the time that girl was in the 6th grade, she looked like a fucking grown ass woman. And I always wanted to tell her, y'all need to stop feeding her so much. So let's not pretend like these young girls ain't fat as fuck. Cut it out. And y'all down there talking about, oh, well, maybe it's location because the women where y'all at might look like that. Baby, you look like that.
Damn.
You look like
Let
that.
me
So
speak.
go take a
No,
long
they
look
don't.
in your fucking mirror.
This lady's cool. Let me
Go
speak.
take a
I
long
like
look in
this
your
lady.
fucking mirror and see what the average woman look like. Chaplain.
Yeah, they don't look like that. And that's the only thing I've been advocating from the beginning.
So again, Jasmine Sullivan and Whoopi Goldberg, do you think they have the same body type? KT to go.
I would say Jasmine. Are you saying is each other or the one or the statue?
Jasmine Sullivan and Whoopi Goldberg, would you say they have the same body?
I can't lie. I can't hear the end.
Let me get out the chat because I'm finna start acting up. But yes, if you got to ask, dot.
Sharon, ask me the same question, please.
Please don't, Sharon.
Ask me the question,
Billy. When you look in the mirror, do you see yourself as a oversized black woman?
I look at myself and I question myself. You know, in the mirror, I question myself. What happened? What the fuck happened to you? That's what I ask.
And do you ever
It's
answer?
like, what happened?
Do you ever answer to yourself? Is all the damn beers and cigarellas like?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's I ask and I answer.
Nice.
You fuck yourself. You fuck yourself.
Billy, right. Billy, what part of the world you live in? Perfect.
Flipping all this shit, Sharon.
You cannot hear me because you muted me.
Yes,
but I live in Austin, Texas. Yes, sir.
Oh Lord, that's a pretty affluent place. Okay, Austin, Texas.
Yeah. Where do you live, sir?
New York.
New York City or New York State?
City.
New York City.
You live in New York City? Wow.
Y'all remember that commercial?
Wow.
New York City.
You know, I know people that live there on YouTube, and they're so cool like you. You're so cool. Okay, so are you prepared to leave the New York City soon or what?
Why?
Are you prepared to leave there soon?
All right, so we can have a conversation about that in a second, Billy. I want to get back to the actual conversation, but at least somebody gave me a compliment, called me cool. God damn it, I appreciate that, Billy.
Beer. He trying to invite you over for some beer and gator.
Yeah, the woman certainly could have been in shape and not had a BBL. But guess what? If she was, she wouldn't have been the average black woman. So what y'all want to see is something up there aspirational, right? I'm a size 2. The largest I've ever been is a size 4, and that's fat for me. But I'm not the average black woman. And even, you know, the average woman, period, is a size 14. And now, if we saying the average woman is 5'3", a 5'3" and being a size 14, you're a big woman. And I suspect that the average size for a black woman is probably a 16, right? At least. And so no, the typical black woman is not in shape. I'm sorry, she just ain't.
Yeah, I kind of will take that, but I'm just saying I don't think that has anything to do with the figure itself. Like, I think one time we was all up here and y'all was talking about how they miscalculate like what the weight scale is or something, especially for black women, because y'all got a different figure. You feel me? So it's like, I think it's just wild for us to now say, well, just the average person, because if we talking about the average woman in America, that's mostly white women and other people, not black women. So yeah, the average for them may be a different thing, but that don't mean that's the same for y'all. And y'all are built. Yeah, you might be 5'3", but I don't know how to explain it. I've never really seen too many, especially on the average. If we just talking the averages.
From KT?
North Carolina.
Okay. Where else have you lived outside of North Carolina?
West Virginia, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey, and well, I ain't really lived there, but I did stay in LA for like 7 months.
Okay. Yeah, we'll consider that living. And so in all of those places, you saw the majority or the typical Black woman in North Carolina. Now, because I lived in North Carolina. What part of North Carolina are you from?
Winston-Salem.
When I lived in North Carolina, my roommate was from Winston-Salem. So I've been there a few times. Yeah, the typical woman, certainly when they're younger, we hope they smaller, at least back when I was living there. But they were bigger, right? Because again, at that point, I was probably a 00. And so I was like, oh, okay, these women are a little bit bigger than me. Right? Yeah, so I think something got to be wrong with you if you think the average Black woman is not a bigger woman.
No, I think even with her being a 16, her 16, y'all, if like I'm gonna go back to that, right? Saying y'all all 16s. Okay, well, if the average is 16, the average 16 Black woman, she's definitely built than the average 16 white woman. Like that's all I'm pointing out. It's a different body structure, like figure wise. I'm not saying it got to be some supermodel build, but I keep pointing out that second statue because it wasn't a supermodel build, but it was a more realistic build. Like just in terms of like, I don't know how, because most women I've seen, they aren't big women.
So you're talking about the places that is at.
So what? So Kate, you saying that statue in New York City is not a representation of a normal sized grown woman?
No, I think it's the representation of some women for sure. But I think if we talking about, like we were saying, the average, I don't think that's the average build of a Black woman. No.
But you believe that the average Black woman is obese?
I think by like what y'all back to what y'all saying. I was saying y'all talking about we talked about earlier.
What I'm saying, I'm asking you
because I'm saying we've all agreed. Y'all have agreed up here that the scale weight indicator, like that's the thing that it's appropriate with white people, but that don't fit the same with Black descriptions for surely. Like a Black woman being.
Okay, so answer the question: do you believe that Black women are overweight in America?
Yeah.
So you do believe that?
Yeah, I believe by what is classified. Yeah, it has to be.
Okay, we understand what's classified. This is why I don't think we should go up the BMI in the first place. However, do you believe that Black women are overweight, regardless?
No. I thought you were saying like based on the BMI. Yeah, that's what I kept forgetting the word. But yeah, you're right. The BMI.
I didn't ask you nothing about no BMI. I said KT.
Yeah, no. And me personally, no.
And maybe that's why you having so much of a pushback with this statue, because you have a warped idea of what working everyday human beings look like. Majority of the people that's working that got to eat on a run, they got to eat on a bus, eat on a train, eating quick food. They got to go to the local deli, just eat fast food. They are not in the greatest of shape because we are always working. So that's the real issue. Most people are not going to look like Reese because they don't have the type of job that keep them in shape. They're going to look like Billy.
Sharon, love you. What do you think? Okay. I just so loving your channel. Thank you. I just came up here, but you got me. I have to ask you, please unlock my chat, because every time I try to chat, it's locked up and it says I can't chat. So could you please fix that, please?
Yes,
sir?
I will. Yes, I'm doing something on the other side, but I will get to that as well.
Please, sir.
Okay.
Beyond that, I love your channel. This is super fun because I love freedom. And I love, and the fact is, white, Black, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, doesn't matter. Guess what?
What?
We are all subjugated to the same sort of same sort of thing, you know.
Okay.
And in my opinion, I think we are.
Nice.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Billy. I love freedom too. I like that we can speak our minds and we're gonna be held accountable for our words. A lot of
Yes,
people
sir.
are very afraid to be held accountable
Yes,
for their
sir.
words.
I love you. I love you.
I love you more.
young man. I love you, young man. I love you, young man. Okay,
Trump.
but anyways. Okay.
All right. So make sure we are hitting the like and the share button. Hopefully y'all like the show just like Billy does. Go ahead, KT.
I wanted to point out somebody in the chat. I don't know if this is true. Maybe you want to look it up, but he said actually Thomas Davis, that's the guy who made the statue. It's a white guy.
No, it's a black man that created the statue. He spoke in everything.
Okay.
On the reveal of the statue.
Okay.
He like a reskin complexion or whatever, but he's a black man nonetheless. I don't know if he's FBA or whatever. So, and you feel like we don't have good representation of black women in America, and that's your issue with the statue, correct, KT?
I think any of us, black representation, period. I don't want to narrow it down to just a male female thing, because I think it is bigger than that. I always say that, right? But I think, like set your standards up. How we always talking about standards and stuff, right? I'm not saying it's not people who look like this, but we'll get up here and talk about how, like, you should do things that are good for you and this, that, and the third. And if we saying this is what the typical woman looks like, not saying it's a bad thing, but we always talking about we should strive for better. So, I mean, I'm not saying you should have something that's unbelievably unattainable, but again, I'm gonna keep pointing out statue too, because I think that would be a better.
Okay, so now can you name me the more reasonable body shape that you see on a day-to-day basis? Can you point that body shape out?
Just not in like, that build, just like a regular body build.
I was able to say Jasmine Sullivan. I think Jasmine Sullivan is probably close to her shapely size. That Whoopi Goldberg, you know what I'm saying? Sherry from that comedian.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody like on that famous level.
Monique, she's also very similar to this woman's body type, right? Like, so we could keep going down the list of names, and they are closer to her body type, even famous people is what I'm saying. Go ahead, Reese from Philly. What's up? Good day. Welcome to the show.
I got problems with this statue.
Okay, what's going on with it?
I don't have a problem that it's a sister at all. I think it should be one of those in every park in America, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not even all the way mad at this statue, and I don't want them to take it down. But I really would have liked that they'd put her like in a doctor uniform or something, or performing some type of task and had her in a different posture. They have her frowning. They got her with her hands on her hips. I'm not even that mad at the clothes. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people that look like that in the world. So it's not like there's no dishonesty there. And why not represent people that look like that? If you look at all the statues around the world, everybody's cut up and beautiful and perfectly shaped. That ain't the real world. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't got a problem with her being heavy or none of that. I just wish they'd have made her look like, more than just somebody walking to the store to get something. Put her in a uniform or something. Put some books in her hand or something. You know what I mean? So, and have her posture different.
And but we do agree that majority of people are not doctors, correct?
Yeah, but it would have been nice to, spice it up a little bit. You know, the statues around the world, you see people with a harp in their hand or a bow and arrow or holding up another person to something. You know what I mean? She's just standing there and she looks angry. She has her hands on her hips.
Okay.
And there's jokes all over the internet.
Now, why is it that a woman with her hands on a black woman with her hands on her hip represents anger to you?
Well, in our community, that's what we're going to see and shit. So maybe that's an us thing.
So the problem is it did not represent anger to me when I seen it.
That's cool because they had the news interviewed a bunch of people that was walking by and everybody said something different. So that's cool.
So, but I'm trying to get to understanding, why did you look at that body language as angry?
Because she's not smiling. If she was smiling, I wouldn't have cared about the hands on the hips. It's just the two things together. I don't know. It just rings. I see something when I see that.
All right. So we all understand that we live in you close enough to New York. So in Wall Street they got a very famous statue of a little girl in a dress, and she is standing there looking up with her hands on her hip, and it's a little white girl.
Yeah.
What does that?
You're right.
And what does that represent to you?
I don't know. A badass little white girl. Who knows?
Does it
Somebody
represent
running around in the supermarket?
Right. Does it represent anger?
No, not with a little girl. No.
Or is it because it's a little white girl? See, this is
right. No, not right. The little girl is white. How you know that? Well, never mind.
Because I looked at the damn statue.
No, I know what you're talking about. I ain't gonna argue with that. I know the statue you're talking about. You can Google shit right now. I mean, you're right.
But I think that was the point for the sculptor, to make this nondescript black woman. That way, people, when they look at her, what they see is what they're projecting onto her.
You want to know what I really believe? You see how we're having this conversation, Dina? I really believe that was the intent behind the statue. I really think this dude was put up to this, because if y'all pay attention to what's going on, right? The new wave is racism. Remember, a month ago we was talking about tariffs. Before that, it was drones. So now racism is the new wave now. That's why they're cherry picking these certain stories, and it's a whole lot bigger than Carmelo Anthony now. There's a whole bunch of stories out there now that they're pouring on with us. We got a chick made $1 million off saying the N-word. So I think this is part of it. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But look at the timing on everything. Come on, y'all.
Can I speak real quick?
No. But I think what we're seeing is that a lot of people have a problem with a black woman just existing if she doesn't fit whatever type of mold, they think she should fit, right? So if she ain't smiling, or if she ain't got some books in her hand, or doing something for somebody, lifting somebody up, or, and so we're seeing all of these things, and people are having all of these feelings, and it's really just about how we really feel about black women, because it's a very nondescript statue, and so there's really nothing to feel one way or the other.
Diva, some of the brothers are mad, man, because they wanted to see more. You know what I mean? They just left her like standing there and shit. Everybody else's statue is dressed up with some type of, activity or importance or message, and she's just standing there. And what y'all should do is y'all should go look at the news when the new people from the news were interviewing people walking by, and listen to some of the stuff that they were saying, and you can tell what the agenda is, man, just by people's answers.
What were they saying?
All kinds of different shit, and you could tell that the white people were trying not to say nothing fucked up and was stuttering and shit. You could tell the men were trying not to say nothing fucked up. Everybody felt. You could tell everybody was like on pins and needles, and it just gives you an idea of the tension in society, the racial tension. But if you go watch the reactions, you get more context, man. You got to see it yourself.
Okay.
Tell me.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Nah, chill. Wait a second.
Okay, yes,
what I'm gonna say is I ain't gonna deny it, bro. When Reese was talking, it made me realize something. I think that's another reason for me personally why I feel some way. Because as he said, all statues are usually dressed up, and I do understand like we getting, but why I got to be a black person? Period. When now all of a sudden we making statues that got to reflect reality, because that ain't what statues been doing most of this human history. But now, like black would here, y'all take a statue of reality. Y'all don't get that. Y'all don't get that. That embodiment or whatever, because it's really supposed to be about representation, and or I feel statues are supposed to be about representation, and I feel some type of way if you saying like, oh, this the black people representation, we gonna put slap downs in the middle of New York City for y'all to see, and
no, a statue is not about representation, because typically statues that have been erected of people have been of actual people, and actual people who did something that was considered extraordinary. right? So we're not just having statues of everyday people. So it's not about representation at all. And so what I see this sculptor saying is that the regular black girl is extraordinary and deserves to be lionized in the same way that who is that Abraham Lincoln is on the mall, or Martin Luther King is, in DC. And I don't have a problem with that. And the fact it's interesting to me that other black people would have a problem with that.
Yo, there's only one thing, man. When you look around Africa, right, and you look at the statues of black women, some of them are like 50 feet in the air. Mm-hmm. They're always in some type of dance move or in some type of, a proud posture, head high, they're dressed up to
being in a dance move is pride. Because go over, have you been to an African country?
No.
Okay, when you go over there, what you gonna see is the people so desperate for money that they come up to you dancing in their little costumes or whatever. They're basically selling their culture. They exchange their culture for legal tender, and they love American dollars, right? So they'll sit there, they'll backflip for you. I wish I could get some of the videos off my old phones. They'll backflip, acrobatics, all type of tricks and shit. And so them, putting that in the statue, I don't see that as something that's aspirational. I wouldn't want to have to, when people come to my black community, I got to start, have on a bonnet and some pajama pants and some slides and start doing twerking or some shit in front of their face so they could drop money in a bucket for us, right? So I don't know how aspirational that is. Again, I think black women can be great simply by just existing.
I ain't mad at the statue at all. It's just I just wish they made it look.
I think also the problem is that I don't think y'all realize what y'all be insinuating when y'all say I don't have a problem with it, and then y'all go ahead and enunciate and project and promote what you have a problem with.
That was a good try.
No, literally, you said
I don't have a problem with this aspect.
Just think about it like this. I don't have a problem with Reese, but the way how he always smoking, I bet his breath probably smell like that's me telling you what I dislike. Why it's telling you I don't like. No, if you don't have a problem with it. If you don't have a problem with it, this is the same thing that Kev Studders, he had an issue with that yesterday as well, right? If you don't have a problem with it, then don't tell me about the problems that you have with it.
Kim West, hell no, you ain't the average woman. Baby, you got 6 children. No, you are not the average woman. And the fact that you ever would fix your fingers to type that is very concerning to me.
And she don't have a bra on either, bro.
So what? That means maybe she just got home and took her bra off. That's a ritual for a lot of women. Soon as you get home, the first thing you do is take that damn bra off. Let them titties out. They got to breathe.
Hey, Diva, I thought you was gonna come back. I thought you was gonna come back and say the African statues got titties out.
Right, some of them do. They actually show.
Hey, hold on. Let me also say a shout out to my very first ever Stripe super chat. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate it, and thank you so much. I finally got a alternative to a super chat. It's called Stripe. We type it in the chat all the time, and I got my first one today on this topic. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. He didn't say anything. I don't know if you want me to say his name, but thank you. I appreciate you that donated to a wild chat. Thank you so much.
It's not the first fat statue, dog. Buddha is fat.
No, so but the issue is that
Napoleon fat.
Everyday Stripe. I meant Ms. Jalen. That's what the wild chat is sponsored by Stripe. That it is okay for our everyday, every single day black woman that is taking care of her children, taking care of her household, taking care of her grandkids, and all these things, that they are phenomenal enough. Everyday black woman is phenomenal enough to sit there 12 foot tall in Times Square is the part that y'all are missing.
I don't like how he misrepresented the big women anyway. That chick, if you scale that statue down, it's about 14 feet high, but if you scale it down, that sister's probably about 250. Why ain't just put a sister up there like 400 pounds? Why ain't just go all out? Bullshit.
Damn.
Bullshitted, man.
That's just wild.
Like they ain't people too. Like we ain't got chicks walking around in North Philly 400 pounds in 11th grade. Come on, man. They're human. Get up a statue. Nobody. What if the world gets skinny somewhere down the line? Nobody's going to even never know that these fat motherfuckers exist.
Yeah,
that's not fair, man.
Yeah, that's
not fair.
That's just wild to me, and I don't think a lot of our black men, especially the ones that are online, are paying attention to what they're actually saying. They just saying things just because other men.
To be fair, if he'd made a statue of the average black man, shit, that man might have been bigger than that sister in that statue. Shit. I know some big motherfuckers, man.
Right, and I went down the list. The problem is that I would go down the list of the names that everybody know in this space, and they be like, "Oh, come on, Sharon, don't talk about him like that." But
nah, we can't talk about them like that. But you can't skip that. Even what you was talking there, right? I didn't say nothing, but even on this panel right now, it's more men that are not obese than men that are obese. Right?
Yo. There's only one man in this whole space that's built like a human man, like the statues around the world, how a human supposed to look, and that's me. Period.
That's right. Pop your
That's not even a joke. That's not even a joke, and that's sad.
Hey,
Watch this. That's not even a joke, and that's sad.
Right.
And I'm the oldest motherfucker here.
Tell them all you niggas is unacceptable.
It's sad, man.
Right,
I'm simping that.
Especially the people that you, especially the
Are
people
you
that you hang
Stephen
out-
Sharon?
No, especially the people that you hang out with, right? We could go with the narcoleptic Knight. We see what he looked like.
Are you Stephen with Sharon? I found your channel.
But these big niggas in our space are proud of it, and they ain't got no shame in their game. So taking a dig at them ain't gonna mean shit.
Okay, so now what would be the next thing? So y'all would rather who be a representation? What archetype of a body will be a better representation of a black woman? Because what it seems like I'm hearing is that y'all want a fake person to be the archetype of a black woman instead of the natural.
No, that's not true. Because now you're saying that the person we trying to tell you to frame it after would be somebody that doesn't exist. But like I'm saying, that's the only point I keep making. I'm not saying that this isn't a form, build, shape some black women have. I'm saying if we're trying to say this is the average, I feel that's kind of crazy. Because now we're saying, well,
so let's build the average. We're gonna rebuild the statue. This the average woman. What her hair look like? We're gonna start from the head of her.
No, I'm not even gonna do that.
No.
Statue number 2.
What is
statue number 2?
Hair? I didn't see statue number 2. So let's go. So
can you pull it up, Saran?
How is her hair?
It's in a bun.
I say I prefer
I'm about to explain statue 2. I'm explaining statue 2. That's all I'm doing.
I want the 2 Afro puffs like Rage. That's what I want on the statue.
Wait
2
a minute.
Afro puffs.
So she got a what kind of bun? Is it a
2 Afro puffs?
No, I'm talking about what he's talking about. So is it a sleek bun or is it a bushy bun?
Freedom bun.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I think it was a sleek bun.
Oh, okay. But you think that's the average black woman. All right.
I'm not saying this. I told you I'm explaining statue 2. I told you I'm explaining statue 2.
I understand, KT. It's okay.
And you also said statue 2 was...
Hold on. I got you. I'm gonna bring you right in right now, Kev. Shout out to the Cash App. It says from Byron Turner for support. Thank you so much, Byron. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really do. Thank you. Welcome into the show, Kev Stutters. What is your thoughts on the topic of this beautiful black woman that is a representative that's standing 10 foot tall, standing up for freedom?
Standing up for freedom. Yo, so I don't really have an issue with it. But I think that people who are tripping like about the weight of the woman, like that actually is the average black woman. Like the average black woman in America weighs about 184 pounds and is about like 5'3" to 5'4". Like whoever had made that statue, I think that that it was a black guy that had made that statue. Like he like had depicted it perfectly, you know, if we're talking about the average black woman, you know. But that's my view on it.
And so you're saying the woman that you're attracted to look like that woman as well?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
What you mean?
But I'm just saying that is the average woman.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Are you attracted to the average black woman?
See, I like my woman a little thick, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not talking like, you know, like the average black woman is actually like a little overweight. You know what I'm saying? Which that ain't a bad thing, you know what I mean, or whatever. Because I'm not like the smallest guy either, you know.
I didn't know this.
Oh no. You very overweight, right? So you said the average black woman is a little overweight. You classify as very overweight. You might even be obese, right?
Okay, fair enough.
Right.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's call it what it is. Let's call it all the way around.
And
Diva,
also,
and give me a
I'm a
second.
size 2, sweetie pie.
Are you the average black woman? No? Okay.
No, I'm a size 2.
Okay,
what
I
size
was
is
just
your
wondering.
mother? Was she the average black woman?
Same size as your mother. Same size.
Oh no, my mom was always thin, which is why I'm a size 2.
Whatever
but
your mother
obese.
is, my mama is. Whatever your mama is, my
but
mama
your
is
mother
too.
produced an obese son. Your mama produced a son who got hips and ass. My mama didn't. And so clearly they didn't look alike. So now was your mother very obese like you?
Oh, so now we know that you don't got no hips and no ass. Okay, cool.
Okay, that's fine. You got enough for both of us, baby. And so now, was your mother very obese?
My mama was just like your mama.
Overweight?
My mama is just like your mama.
Right? No, she can't be because my mama wouldn't have never produced you.
How come she can't be? How come she can't be?
My mama was
What, you don't got no fat people in
she
your
cared about
family?
how she looked, right?
Which is
why I'm a size 2, and I actually
What, you don't got no average
about
black
my
women
health
in
and
your
my
family?
body, right? You don't even care about how you look. You don't care about your
Oh,
health. So clearly,
so
your mama
everybody
and
in
my
your family
mama
is skinny, huh?
was not the same, right?
Like,
Because
so
my
everybody
mama
in
was
your
an
family is
herbal
skinny, right?
healer, right? So she believed in health and
Herbal
fitness
healer
and
my ass.
all of that.
Just because
Yes,
she can put oregano inside of some fucking water
no, absolutely not.
does not
My
make her a
mother was an herbal
fucking
healer,
healer.
and people came to her for that. And so much so that she taught it to me, and people come to me for it, right? And so when you ready to get your blood pressure and your blood sugar under control, call me, nigga.
My blood sugar is just
I see you ain't say that fucking
just
blood
damn
pressure
fine.
though. I see you ain't say that fucking blood pressure though. My blood sugar good. Yeah, nigga. Well,
My
if you don't
blood
want to
sugar
drop
fine. My
dead of
blood
a
pressure
fucking
fine too.
stroke, let
My
me
blood
know.
pressure fine too.
Let
My
me
blood
know,
pressure fine
nigga.
too. A natural
Okay.
healer, my ass.
Okay.
She had put some motherfucking oregano inside of some motherfucking spaghetti sauce. Like, and now all of a sudden she's a motherfucking healer. Stop it.
Okay, but I'm not morbidly obese like you.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Like, I'm on my way to the motherfucking gym right now. Shit.
Okay, but it ain't worked yet. So when you
Like
get it off, then come talk to me, nigga.
Like, you give a nigga 6
When
months,
you
nigga, I'm
get
gonna
it
come back
off,
on this
and see,
bitch
this
with
is
my
what black
motherfucking
men
shirt
like
off.
to do.
I'll be
They
on here
always
with my
telling you what
motherfucking
they
shirt off.
gon'
Stop
do.
playing with me.
I'm finna be in shape in 2 years. Don't tell me when you get there, nigga. Stop telling me. It's just like
You
Reese used to get
you
up here.
gonna
I'm about
see?
to be a millionaire, and I think it was
You
Ron
gonna
G
see?
who came up and said, Reese, don't tell us. Tell us after you done it. Don't keep telling us on the front end. So don't tell us where you going, nigga. Tell us when you get there.
You gonna see?
I ain't gonna see
I will
nothing.
say though.
I'm sure
Hey,
that's
my
what you
mama ain't
telling your
about your
doctor too, ain't
size.
you? That's the same shit you telling your doctor, ain't it? You gonna see, doc. I'm gonna do it this time.
Hey man, stop acting up in front of the white people, Demon. Damn, chill. Got white
Baby, you
people
don't
in
know
the
who
bit.
you fucking with. That's be y'all
Hey, now
problem. Y'all don't be
listen,
knowing
Diva.
who you fucking with.
This is the statue I'm
Oh, we
talking
can
about,
take it
though.
then. Oh, we can
No,
take it
Okay,
chill,
then.
we
Kev.
already
So
here.
shut
So
Hey,
now
up,
whatever you
y'all
want to
no,
niggas.
I'm an
do.
ignorant
See, I
ass
don't
nigga.
have to make up shit about you. All I deal in is truth. All I deal in is truth, baby. And that's why it always hits so hard. Because I don't have to make shit up about you.
Ain't shit hit hard. I don't know what the fuck you
Oh,
like, bro.
okay. Yeah. All right. Because you sure
Ain't
jump in
nothing
your
hit hard.
feelings, right? You jump
Hey,
in
y'all
your
can do
feelings.
this
My
all day.
mama look like your mama.
Hey, y'all can do this
My
all
mama
day. You know
look
what I'm saying?
like your mama. Your
I
mama don't
can
look
do this
like my
all
mama,
day
nigga.
long. You know what I mean?
If your mama looked like my mama, she would have attracted a man that could have produced a better you.
Ha ha. Very
Oh
funny.
no, it ain't no joke. I'm telling you the truth, sweetheart. Okay. We done?
Hell no, we ain't done.
All right, let's
Nah,
go,
nigga,
nigga.
you
Keep
done.
going.
Shut
Hey,
up.
Natural
Shut
healer,
up.
my ass.
let's do this
No,
shit, nigga.
fuck out of here, nigga.
No. It's okay to put the gun down, brother. Just chill. Just chill.
All right, fair
Sometimes,
enough.
you know what I'm
Whatever. Right.
saying?
Y'all
She
got
had
it.
it at the
Y'all got
holster
it.
first.
Y'all got it. Go ahead. Y'all got to go ahead. Y'all got to go
Nah,
ahead.
word. I got much respect for you. I'm just saying. You gotta watch out for Diva ass. You know, she be on one. But that statue, Diva, I just want to say this statue. This is the statue I was talking about. Do you think I'm tripping here?
No. I mean, but I don't see what's so different about this one and the other one.
I mean, it's
like
I would say it's the structure of it, not even the hair, just the body structure of it. It's not a skinny woman by any means. I don't think that's what's portrayed there. I just think it's the body type is actually more valid because it's not a skinny frame when it's or your body tends to most black women I've observed, even when they are bigger women.
KT said, y'all Monique shaped bitches with the big stomachs and the little titties. He ain't here for it. That's what he's saying. Get your shit together is what KT is telling you. If you built like Monique, the comedian, and got big stomach with no titties, he don't like it.
Nah, I'm saying what you just told Kev. Get that shit together. Like what the fuck? I mean, no disrespect, Kev. I'm just saying. You feel me? I mean, it's okay, but I'm saying to say this is our average black woman. No, I don't think our average black woman built like Monique. No, yeah, I agree with that. You're right.
So, but you do realize that the only thing
hold on, wait.
Oh,
bro, the average person in America is actually obese. You do know that, right? Like we have a real issue with that shit.
No. Listen, so
in
you know
America.
the average person in America ain't black, right?
Absolutely.
So when you talk about the average, listen. So when you talk about the average American, you're not talking about you because you're not the average. Matter of fact, you're the marginalized part of America. So you're not the average, brother. So what we look like on average isn't the same as what they look like on average. Even how I was pointing out earlier, it is not. So you telling me black women and white women got the same body shape?
No. That right there is not what I'm saying. Take out your phone and Google what is the average weight and height of an actual black man or an actual black woman, and it is overweight.
Now,
it will be
listen
considered obese.
We're overweight by the BMI, right? But do you agree with me or disagree with me? A white woman and a black woman, both of them are 185 pounds. Do you think they'll have a different figure, or do you think they'll be have the exact same shape?
It would be different.
And that's all I'm pointing out. I'm not saying by the BMI wouldn't be considered still a obese woman, but her shape as a black woman is not the average obese person. That's a white woman's frame, if we being real. I'm not saying it isn't black women who look like that. I talk about them all the time. It's the V shape, right? Where they got like a wide ass back and like no booty. Like that shit exists, right? So I'm not going
bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it don't exist, but your typical black woman don't look like that. That's what your typical obese white woman looks like. That's all I'm pointing out. And if we talking about average representation for our black women, yeah, I would like you to have a better looking representation. Yeah, because Monique Build isn't my average black woman. I look at you much more beautiful than that.
All right, I got you.
And so, okay, so hold on. So there go the issue, right? So you don't think that the average black woman is beautiful?
No, I don't think that is the average black woman. I think we can all agree the average black woman ain't built like Monique.
Can I speak?
Not yet.
Nah, we didn't.
Yes, you can tell us all you want to tell us, Billy, on mute. Hold on, give me one second.
I will mute it. Okay.
I got you in a second, Billy. And you didn't even take a piss to piss out that beer yet. Maybe you'll speak a little bit more so when you take a piss. How you drink beer and don't pee? That's
here's the deal. I love black women. They are super fucking fine. That's the truth, and I'm gonna mute.
Thank you. And that was the title of the Met Gala. Super fine. So welcome to the show, the beautiful Bomb Cherry. Let's see if her microphone's working this time.
Is it working?
There we go. Yes, okay. Bomb. What's your thoughts, Bomb?
Hey, Bomb. Wait a minute. Hey, everybody. Hey, PhD. Was it super fine or super fly?
Super fine was the theme of the Met Gala.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for the men, so they were calling them super fine.
I'm super fine, goddamn it, shit.
Oh, okay. I thought you were super fine with that bow tie on.
Hey, this is the reason why I got this bow tie, because my face is a gift. You gotta wrap it in a bow, baby.
Okay, that boy rapping right there. We hear you. He got bars today.
You feel me? I
told you. He's off a freestyle. Okay.
Hey, KT, I told y'all.
Bunbury Jews, we love you. We love you a lot.
I said, yo.
So I'm glad. I thought I saw you playing. I'm showing some of his other statues. Because he has other statues of Black men, Black girls, Black, women who are thinner and things like that. So it looked like he's just making his statues and representing the Americans or Black people. I'm not even sure if it's just all Black people or not. What I saw, they look mostly like Black people, but I'm not sure. Like, I don't know what the argument is. It's a beautiful statue of a woman, a Black woman. She representing.
So the problem is they don't believe that the everyday Black woman is beautiful. That's the issue that we are uncovering with this conversation. The everyday Black woman is not beautiful to them. They have to be this polka bottle shape. Titties got to be all huge. Booty got to be protruding.
Stop. The Black women are super fine. Stop.
Right.
They are super fine.
Thank you, Billy.
Brad.
Me and you agree, but other men are not saying the same thing. They don't think that a beautiful Black woman on a day-to-day going to work, that don't have the ability to just go to the gym and have this body of a goddess type physique, that they are not beautiful. That's what they are saying, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I'll take that in your opinion.
Not only by the men, but also by some of the women, right? Because they upset that this woman is big bodied or bigger, right? And statuesque, right? Strong. That's what I see. I see power.
Big ladies are fucking awesome.
Okay, Billy. God damn it, Billy. Fucking Billy.
So for the thinner women, he has statue for y'all too, right? He even looked like one is on the phone, look like she's on the cell phone. Did you see that? Here's a little collection. Oh, okay, yeah. Here's a little collection. There's one like she's standing there and look like at first I thought it was a book, but it looked like it might be a cell phone. And he has the Black man looking all good. And he has this woman looking good too. This just the one that's on
Times Square.
Street. Yeah, in Times Square right now. But I think he has a whole collection where it might be advertisement for his, his little collection. So,
which even again, I think I just want to point out, I'm saying it's nothing wrong. I believe all Black women are beautiful. This is why I said on here plenty of times I've never messed with a white woman, because I would love my Black queens. I love my Black folk. However, I'm saying if we just talking about the average representation, that's the only thing I can say. I don't think that's the average representation of a Black woman. Not saying this isn't a representation of some Black women, but as Bomb Cherry was just saying, all his other statues aren't built in this figure. They're built like just regular Black folks. And now we trying to pitch that, this is the regular Black folk. It isn't, in my opinion.
So that's the problem.
That woman, her shape is this. She's the average shape American woman.
Right.
Whether it's an Asian woman, a Black woman, a white woman, that's the average in America. We're size 14 and up in this country.
Listen though, like I said though, listen to me. A Black 14 is not the same as a white 14. White woman that weighs 200 pounds.
Well, listen, you don't know. I don't know why you telling a woman something that you probably learned from a woman. Okay. I know what you're saying.
I'm not a woman.
But that's right. But that woman's shape is the average, not the average 19-year-old, right? Of course, the woman look like she may have had a baby or a couple, right? She's standing like she's strong, like she has a family and have to take care of that. So, but yeah, that's the average American woman right there.
And I also think that what this statue is also what the statue is representing is the way how
let it go.
People, the way how men are fantasizing over black women.
Yo,
I don't.
That statue looks too real, dog.
He mentioned
that statue looks too
of
real.
a goddamn statue,
He
and I was
mentioned
in
the
the chat.
titty
That's what made me. Yes, and there's like many statues, right?
No,
for many
stop
reasons.
that.
Even
we're not
I heard of
doing
comfort.
that.
You ever heard of comfort
Why?
women? And I don't understand, KT. Why did you why would y'all sexualize a statue? Why do you
How did we're talking about figure? We talking about figure. So are we just saying that figure itself is sexualization? Pointing out the figure or something? Because that's not sexualizing.
Statue,
Like,
yes.
Yes.
The statue, absolutely.
Yes.
yeah, that's just not true. But I mean, again, like
It's a fucking
listen,
inanimate object, and you worried about a figure?
it has a figure, does it not?
It's a
But does
bunch
that
of
mean
steel
anything?
No,
or
but it
whatever
has
you
a
made it out
figure,
of.
so it's not sexualization by pointing out something that it has.
Let me find out. Let me just ask you. When you walking in a clothing store, you be like, God damn, that's a shapely ass mannequin.
No, what the hell? What are you saying? A clothing store? No, I'm looking at the clothes. It doesn't expose the shape as much. Like, it's not like most stores have fitted mannequins and stuff. Most of it's just hanging off of a mannequin.
All right, then. So why you not looking at the statue as that then?
I mean, because it does expose these things. That's the thing with the statue. It's built on there, so it kind of has to go over the clothing itself has to go over a figure shape. So I mean.
Oh, did we see a print
There
in the
is no
statue of
clothing
men?
on the statue.
Let's go look at the men's statue print.
Hey, chill, bro.
He made it seem like this.
Hey, yo, this statue looks too real, man. I think it's a real person. I want to know who that person is. I want to know who it is in real life so I can get some more jokes. I hope it's a single mom or something. I hope it's a single mom with 6 kids.
Listen,
you
man.
ain't gonna be making no jokes.
This is men.
No, but the only thing I'm going to say last is my wife. I'm not saying she's advanced. I'm not even saying she's average. I believe she's above average. But I would just point out she's about 200 pounds. We've had multiple kids. She isn't built like that. I don't even get that the kid thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just pointing out most women I know, kids, no kids. It's not about 19.
Your wife had 3 kids. Show us a picture. Shut the fuck up, because I don't believe nothing you niggas say. Okay. Okay. Show us a motherfucking picture and show us her above average.
You know what?
Yeah, no, I'm saying in terms of weight, what we're talking about in weight.
Right now she's pregnant.
Y'all saying the average weight is 14, right? I'm saying she's probably somewhere near that.
The weight is
and she isn't shaped like that. That's all I'm pointing out.
The size 14 is not a weight, dude. That's a size.
I'm saying, yeah, it's the size that goes to a certain weight. Like you're not gonna be 100 pounds fitting the size. So you're 100 pounds fitting the size 14.
No, but you could be
exactly.
any
Then
number
stop.
of
Y'all
different
gotta
weights and still be a 14.
Right.
Yeah, no, and that again, that's going back to what I'm saying.
Weight.
A black woman's 14 is not the same as a white woman's 14. And when y'all keep saying, well, this is how the average Asian woman or white woman is built, the average Asian and white woman ain't built like the average black woman.
Okay, so hold on. So you saying that, hey guys, people should start making dresses as a black 14 and a white 14 in fashion? You boy. Boy.
Y'all the same people that was up here arguing that the BMI should be changed for black women because it doesn't properly represent it.
Who was?
BMI, do you know what that is?
Yeah, the measurement, how we measure.
Because you think weight, a size 14 is the weight.
No, I did. I'm saying it attributes to a certain weight.
First, you need to stop talking. There is not a certain weight for a size 14. See, you're saying that when you say black women aren't shaped like white women, you're saying what I just said and what PhD was said, right? But then you keep saying, oh, yeah, there is a certain weight for a size 14. No, I could be a size 14 and be thinner because I'm taller But see, since my short ass in a 14, I just look dumpy, frumpy, and bigger. Right? That's why somebody in the chat was earlier making it seem like I'm 500 pounds. I'm not even 200 pounds, but I am only 4'11" though.
And that thing was swinging.
So I just
you a pervert.
But look though, Diva. I mean not Diva, but Bomb, I just want to say, do you think your body representation? I don't even think you. I think you'll say maybe you have a above average body representation. You take care of yourself, things of that nature, right? Or you feel that way?
No.
My thing is, do you feel that other women?
I'm over here sick as fuck. Okay, I've been letting myself go. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't been.
No, we know how they go. It is what it is. But neither here nor there. I'm just pointing out. Do you think
you know that you trying to get me to lie, set me up?
No, I ain't trying. No, listen. I'm just saying. Do you think that the way your size, shape, build is the same as white women at that same size?
Hold on, KT. So the Bomb is not average size, 4'11", size 1 for any race. So let's just leave that alone. So now,
you're right.
So KT, is your wife over 5'7"?
And plus, he got to stop.
No, she's probably about 5'6".
White women. There are curvy ass white women out here. This ain't like it used to be, baby. Look, these women look like they eating collard greens and cornbread and everything.
Oh no, because they eat it. But that don't change the fact that because it's some of them that make it the average now. Like I'm not saying it's not, just like I said, this body build of black women, I think it is some black women that's built like this. I went through it. I call it the V shape. Like it's plenty of black women I've seen do that, but that doesn't mean that's the average black woman. I'm saying that's all I'm saying. I don't think this is the average black woman. Like even with a black woman being heavier in weight, her shape is different than other people's build. White women, Asian women, I get with the American thing, but that's not a black thing. And this ain't a statue of an American.
All right, so here's the problem, KT. Like even the women that are working out on a day-to-day basis, KT, what I'm saying is this.
If you ever have an opportunity where you're like, I'm not sure what to do, then just come inside. Okay?
So that's what they be like.
Sherrod, can I speak real quick?
Yeah. Welcome to the show, Corey Weems.
You're never gonna let me speak.
How you doing? I just want to.
Hey, Mr. Loudon.
Oh no, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm Corey.
Okay, Mr. Corey.
You sound real sexy though. You know what I'm saying? If I were married to PhD, I might try to give you a chance.
Oh shit.
I'm the white guy.
Yeah, but I had PhD bouncing up and down on that laptop last night in the StreamYard. Oh, my bad. What? I thought I was on mute. All right, my bad.
Okay, see, here we go, Logic.
You know I'm playing with you. You know that.
Okay, I'm gonna play with your ass too.
All right, what about them comments? Did you read the comments?
Oh, on Kendra G?
Yeah. Did y'all read them?
Mm-hmm. I read some of them. Why?
Oh, my Lord. Boy, that boy, you should ban him from your show for that video. We never want to see him again.
What y'all talking about? What I miss? Who went over there?
Hi, Kendra G. How you do today?
Oh.
Corey.
She can't be masculine and no kids. And I'm scared if she got kids because her baby daddy might kill me. I said, these niggas is crazy. Do they believe that?
Pay child support. He didn't want to get stuck paying child support.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yes.
I made a whole song about it for him.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Hey, Corey Weems, did you see this new statue in Times Square?
That's the one of the baby mama, right?
No.
Nigga.
Well,
No, gee.
No, I mean, I didn't see it. I kind of I saw some of it. What did it look like?
A black woman.
It's Rashida, man. It's Rashida.
Let me see that.
And they got a bunch of black YouTubers up in arms. They wilding.
I spelled it wrong.
They talking about their mamas, I guess. I don't know.
Right. That's why I be like, everybody show me your damn
Corey, I
mama.
spelled it wrong.
There's some white YouTubers wilding too.
By the way, I love
the
each
wild.
and every one of you. I
Girl.
love all of you guys. I love all of you. Okay?
Thank
I'm so mad you got Donald J. Trump.
I love everybody that's here.
You know, I'm not putting Trump right next to her. I'm sorry.
I love this guy. He's a great guy.
Thank you, Billy. Hold on,
Bro,
Hold
do
on,
you
Billy.
tell me? Look, bro. She got on flip flops, dog.
What?
Ain't the
I didn't
flip
see
flops?
that.
No,
That's
that's
bullshit.
not flip flops. No.
You should have made flip flops.
I'm about to say.
They got her in the open toes.
No,
Yes, nigga. Them open toes.
No, those regular shoes. Those are regular shoes.
Yeah. All right, bro. All right, look. They got her looking like a baby mama. Where her bra at? They could at least gave her a bra.
The fact that y'all paying attention to a statue's titties.
Nah,
is
I'm
very
just paying
concerning
attention
me.
to. I'm just paying attention to actually how they trying to. What images they trying to display of a black woman?
What? That we don't want to wear no bra? That's any woman.
That's every woman.
Right.
Right.
But you missed it. They paint the
they don't get
picture
them
though.
statues for it though.
Do that statue represent you, PhD?
Certainly, yeah.
Go ahead, Diva. Stand on it, Diva.
Hey, nah, the sisterhood is strong. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, well, I stand corrected. Maybe they did right. Well, look, that is just like if they would have put a statue of a black man, his pants sagging. You see what I'm saying? That's what it seemed
Hold
like
on,
to me.
keep describing it, Logic Cat.
No, I'm saying like a nigga with his pants sagging. You know what I'm saying? With a goddamn pick in his head. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn nigga with a you can see like the print from the Newports in his pocket and shit like that. We'd be mad too.
How Italians?
Hey, KT, do that represent you?
Man, fuck you.
Oh, that dude look like that. That dude look like that nigga.
I am that nigga minus the pigs. I ain't gonna lie.
And he got a pack of Newport 100s in his
I
pocket.
definitely got the pack of Newport. Got the Newport.
Half-empty pack of Newports.
Nah, they ain't half empty. My shit half full.
Oh, you just bought them this morning.
What did the black women have to say about that statue?
Ooh. Well, Diva like it, Bomb like it, Tiff, she liked it. So the only people that didn't like it was the black men that was worried about her titties.
No.
Women had a problem with it. They wanted a more idealized, image of the black woman.
Yeah, because I mean, you gotta look at that chick right there. She on the little overweight side. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, they shouldn't have did that. That's not a good representation of a black woman. Period. If you trying to do for
Most black women overweight though. So what's the problem?
okay,
Look who's the finest white man here on the panel right now.
Who the hell is this?
It's white man on the panel.
Who is this?
Oh, shit, Billy? Billy, what's going on?
Sell it, Billy.
Oh,
work it, Billy.
Yeah.
Nah,
So y'all
Billy up there
trade out Jaylee for him? Bring back Jalen, nigga.
They said at least he white.
I thought Jalen was bald after his performance on Kendra G.
That's crazy. I can't believe black women go appreciate that statue though. But that's why I thought they was gonna go crazy.
Why?
Because it still seemed like, you know what I'm saying. I mean, what's the purpose of the statue? Maybe I'm not understanding it.
So the artist said he wanted to represent marginalized people.
Oh my God.
Damn.
And look how y'all marginalized the slightly overweight black woman.
With no
you say that chick is slightly overweight?
Slightly.
Nah, man.
Show me the picture of the first one, the one everybody got a problem with.
Ain't this the same?
Again?
Oh, I thought it was the same one.
No, it's two different ones. Apparently, the lady with the slick down bun is okay because she's trying to adhere to European beauty standards by straightening her hair. And the
you
other one is black,
capping.
so she's out of compliance.
Nah, her body build was better. That's all it
Wait,
is. There's
hold
a
on.
more
So
shape.
they got
It's
two
still a bigger one.
statues. They got
Yeah,
two statues
it's
of women.
multiple. It's multiple statues.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I
Lord.
think this one was on the HBCU campus. I think.
Oh,
I'm not
wonderful.
sure, but I know the people there. So yeah, this is the other statue, and so you can see the other woman there too. Oh, we also see another. We see a Billy on there too. But
hold on, when my computer.
Okay, what's the other one that everybody have a problem with? Because apparently this one is
Oh
okay.
my God! It was like, hey, this need to go to the gym too. Man, this ain't no stop, bro. Bro, they trolling y'all. They trolling y'all.
Y'all just trying to be sexually attracted to a statue.
I'm not trying to be sexually attracted to a statue. I'm saying the statue should be in a representation of the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, the people who you're trying to display.
Okay, so what do you think that statue should look like to better represent your typical black woman?
Yeah, most black women got slender bills.
No.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Nah, don't be trying to. All right, there you go. The YouTube talking points. You've been hanging in the manosphere too. Look, hey, when I go outside,
I just know black women and most aren't thin. As a slim black woman, my whole life, I know that most black women are not.
I don't go see no overweight black women or like the borderline overweight black women until I get to Jacksonville, New York, Tampa. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cities, and then even a lot of times, even within now, you don't see them. I mean, I guess if y'all like it, I love it. So I ain't got apparently some black women don't like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, some of them don't.
Yeah, this going. Yeah. Look, watch this. Show me one statue of a white woman that represented like that. Because you got to realize if they normally do a statue of a person that's not an actual individual, they do it in the best form. Or like you just say, if they just generally do a statue of a person, they gonna do it in the best form of that person. You muted. You muted.
I'll go find one because I don't know why people keep bringing up that excuse of finding a statue of a white woman. I'm gonna find this goddamn statue.
But even if not, like, so this sculptor is saying that the regular, average black woman is worthy of being lionized in that way, right? We can make a statue of her as well.
Man, most of the statues is just like Bond said though. Most of the statues regular shaped people. It's just wild to say like now I'm making a statue that's supposed to represent these people that I've already been making statues of regular figure. And here, this
Okay, so why
little
you can't
titty
make a
big
statue?
What's that
bitty.
statue?
Right. There are women like that. So what's the problem?
No, I saw a statue when I went to Dublin. Hold on, let me look it up real fast. All right, hold on. Can I drop the link in the back chat?
Absolutely.
All right, huh? Yeah. Look, this is what they do for good old white people. How do I share? All right, share. All right, copy. All right, here you go.